by this team fight and get blown up, things could slip away quickly.
Yeah, quite a bit of pressure, I think, on the supports of OG to keep good tabs on the game here and hold the important positioning so that they don't allow these team fights to happen. Because, again, definitely Dire have the stronger team fights overall until Windranger gets the critical mass. Once she has her items, once you see, late game items coming in on Invoker, if he has Hurricane Pike, Hex, and so on, we start seeing those pick-off potentials. Nine has done it before. But until then, it's a little bit complicated.
Yeah, I mean, is this kind of the classic Dire needs levels and Radiant needs items? Like Windranger, Invoker, Bristleback all seem to want to get into, the Maelstrom BKB on Wind, the Aghanims on Bristleback, the Invoker with his Witchblade or Mage Slayer, and then you're not a hero until you've got that first item, whereas Dire just needs level 6.
Yeah, I agree. Windranger doesn't really matter what level she is. It's all about critical mass items. We'll see exactly how he item builds in this game, how streamlined he goes. We've seen different builds. I do not like the Gleipnir into Dragonlance build. I think it's too slow. I do like the Maelstrom into BKB into early Daedalus build for just hitting that timing much harder. So we'll see, because I do think they might be a little bit stressed for time here on OG, and you can't really take the leisurely route of going, I just want some stats, I want to build up a little bit. Yeah, this feels nice. No, you need to actually itemize with a purpose.
Do you remember if DK was banned?
Oh, he was. Yeah.
He was, okay.
Yep.
I was just thinking, if they picked the Sven, maybe they wanted DK. And
DK
was banned, couldn't have it.
Yeah, it's funny how it went the other way around, right? Sven, you talked about it yesterday, how, back at Riyadh when Pure played DK, it was because Sven was banned, is it just a worse Sven? And now DK is banned to pick Sven.
I just flipped the script on him. Dota works in weird ways, doesn't it? People see a player, succeed on a hero, and they start copying it, then everyone copies them, it becomes meta.
Evolution, Gareth. That's what's happening here. Evolve with the patches.
It's meme-elution. It's just, it's like the legit definition of a meme, It just spreads through word of mouth. You see one person do it, you copy it, you send it to your friends, you copy that.
Yeah. Copy my homework. That's Sven and DK.
Yeah. And then it goes around in circles, right? This year it's this way, next year it'll be the other. And we'll come back full circle to it again. But anyway, game 1, best of 3. We're in the lower bracket. DreamLeague Season 24 closed qualifiers for Western Europe. So we've got this one and then one more series after.
Let's see if they're doing something sneaky top here. Dark Will has not TP'd yet. So she's sticking around top. Look at this. This is an aggressive move. They have triple disable heroes. She might be looking to make a level 1 rotation here before going back bottom. Indeed, they're going in.
Yeah, double blood grenade as well. Can I get Bristleback here? They'll step up onto Whisper. Ari with a good 2-man stun, though, holds the line back. They'll keep tabs on the Bristleback, though, with a double blood grenade thrown at him. Whisper just evaporates under the pressure and the damage.
Ari as well.
Ari's being body blocked by Riddies. Yeah, you're right. They might get both of them up here. As Lion and Dark Willow go to work with a few more hits. They've done the trick. A double kill for Lion.
I love these moves. The sit around, wait a little bit, get 2 kills before the lane start here, and then back to bottom. Kunkka is like, yeah, I'll be fine 1v2 for 1 creep wave if you get double kill top. That's a great trade. You know what that means? Boots, Salve, Sentry, and Mango coming out for Lion. This is the richest Lion I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
He's
incredible.
top net worth. He's done it.
No way. Incredible start for the Lion. Yeah, look at him right up the top. Not for long, though. But yeah, great start for Navi in that top lane. They get a couple of kills, but this mid lane, they've sent the Satyr to burn down Niku's mana. Sand King seems like he's not having a brilliant time. Burnt through all of his regen and still waiting for his bottle to come.
Well, and you're not getting enough mana burn from EMP is the Satyr as well.
Exactly, and this is meant to be like, the first couple of waves where you have an okay time before Invoke, like you've been saying, right? Invoker, once he gets like level 5, it's unstable here. And already OG have made Nine's first 2 minutes brilliant.
He's definitely getting the perfect start on Invoker, and Sand King quite the opposite here. Barely able to go up. He does have the creep whip pushing though, so he knows experience coming in soon. But this mid lane, not that easy. He does have bottle arriving, so he'll get some resources back.
23 sandwich down bottom. Looks like he's doing all right for himself. 11-1 against the Kunkkas 6-1. But of course, like you said, that kind of wave that was lost because of the aggression top. See if he can catch up with the Willow now coming back into the lane.
Yeah, Sven though is really having a great time top, and this bristleback, like I said, not that strong against the Sven, who has the Warcry already for extra armor, can protect his Lion if they go on him.
All right, trying to find something to do. Doesn't go for the courier snipe. Thought a little bit too late.
I know what he wants to do. He wants to just mind flare every single big creep he can find in the jungle. That's basically it.
He's
That's
got to
Nick's
protect
players.
Whisper though. I think Whisper's crying and calling for help.
Misses a bit there.
Whisper just gets turned on. 5 quill spray stacks though, a little bit nasty. So got the juice, has got to back up to his tower. Regen
Hey.
up for now.
Yeah, wait a little bit. They do have a salve over on Lion. He also got the healing Lotus, so ready to pop that extra heal whenever.
And Sand King jungling now, dragging the Radiant Wave into the camp. So Niku can have a bit of free farm time without the noise and chaos of Nine's Invoker nearby. Another stun up top. Ari's here to try and save Whisper. It looks like with his back turned, he's actually okay.
He's fine, but he lost a lot of HP again. He does have tangos coming out, but dropping that low in HP, it's going to be hard for him to get close to the creep wave now.
Yeah, it's like I said okay, it's like he's alive, but is he okay? Is he really? He's got to wait for more regen to come.
It's the critical part where you put the enemy within kill threshold, so even if you didn't get a kill with that go, it sets up the next go to be lethal.
And currently struggling with 13 last hits on the Bristle. Kunkka has more than recovered, 17 and 3. And it's Lion. And just throwing spells at Whisper, and he's just dead actually. Ari couldn't help him.
Ben doesn't even go up for a right click, just throws a little Stormbolt and that's it. You deserved it, he says.
It didn't feel like they were going to kill him. It just felt like, oh, they're throwing some spells to poke at him, and then he dies.
Well, he didn't have his back turned when the spike came in, so he took a lot of damage. Just Lion, almost level 4 now, having a fantastic start.
Minute 4, level 4, incredible.
Yeah, actually Nyx is level 4 too, because he's been killing some big creeps, and Whisper is a full level behind his support here.
It's a rough one. At least, you look at the other lanes, you're thinking, 9 and 23 Savage are probably making the calls that they're having a grand old time. Free farming, like it's a free farm plus. 30 and 15 for Invoker in that mid lane. What level is he now?
Yeah, also keep in mind, this matters. The 16 last denies here, they're giving experience. That's 4 extra creeps worth of experience because he gets 25% per deny. So Invoker is the one hero who benefits the most from doing these full lane dominations, you could say.
He's going to be level 7, minute 6, which is honestly pretty insane.
Yeah,
Ari
even top now.
Through that top jungle. Got the Juice and Riddy's both here with, again, the disables that Na'Vi have built themselves in this draft, doing incredible work. And Lion, the dominator, he's got all the kills, hasn't he? He's 4 and 0, and so is Na'Vi Jr.
You work for me, Mr. Sven. You just stun them, I will kill them. Yeah. Lion with Tranquil Boots and 500 gold already. You would probably have wanted to get some of these kills over on the Sven, but at the same time, Sven is getting pretty nice farm. So, Lion getting a nice start could mean early Blink Dagger. It's always a nice feeling.
Sand King completely out of mana. Can't dodge the next stun, but he does have some backup nearby with the Dark Willow. OG not overextending. And a nice little glyph there. I don't know who used it, but it blocked the Sand King from farming mid-wave, and it also pushed top tier 1. Because Lion and Sven went into the jungle, there was a double wave hitting Dire tier 1 tower that was glyphed up. So OG gets some good value out of it.
Yeah. Lotus is gonna go over the way of Sven. We have 36 for the Wisdom runes. See how they control this. Jen getting pretty deep here. Uh-oh, Stun Town.
It is, isn't it? 1, 2. Luckily there's not a third because Niku's out of mana, but yeah, Seb is dead. There's Dire Observer Ward there. Giving all the vision in the world. 9 has come in though. Quite low on the mana for the Invoker, but he's going to get replenished up and go back in with another stun. Turn around with an Earth Spike of Riddy's. Then sent skywards, but OG lacking damage here. Can't finish off, got the juice. Looking at Niku instead, Sand King doesn't have like a stick or fairy fire or anything, so he's just stuck here and dead.
No mana boots, no stick, no nothing. He can't really do anything in this fight. He just waddled around pretending to be able to help, but Sand King really just faking, bluffing his cards there like in poker.
23 Savages like come through the gate, I guess. He wanted to join in the fight, and he's realized, well, they've died. Now I'm in a weird place right now, honestly. Has to wind run through that northern jungle, and then, yeah, even TP bottom.
I like to see it though. That activation right there from the carry just trying to join in. Who knows? Maybe it works out. And if it doesn't, so what? He TP's back bottom. Everything is pretty much back to normal. This does mean that you can't TP react top though.
Jeez, Sanking just dead again. And this next an Invoker combo killing him over and over. But yeah, I guess with that fight, they killed the Sanking, and the Sven was half HP and running back. He could have gone jungle, and then maybe Wind Ranger finds him. So yeah, you're right. There was that chance that he finds a snipe on the carry, which would have been huge.
Yeah, or that the fight just drags out. So, you know, by the time he started moving, he doesn't know how the fight is going to unfold. So you have to really just preemptively go there and hope that the fight works out for you.
Is that Dire Observer Ward in top jungle out of sentry range? Because OG have walked past it a couple of times.
No, it's inside. They walked past it when there was no one there, so they just missed it. That's definitely in range.
Like Seb walked up there, and I guess he got scared and then ran away when he was dying. And then 23, yeah, well, both of them were running away from danger, so
yeah,
they didn't have a chance to deward it.
Maybe they were just a bit stressed by the fights going on, and there we go.
The stuns.
Release does find the observer ward placed here in the top part. Took 2 sentries, but he finds one behind the tier 1 tower. Speaking of tier 1 tower, Invoker finally claims that mid with the help of Chen.
One of the freest Invoker games we've seen in a long time. 5k net worth already. A fair amount ahead of the Sven at this point.
He's really massive. Going towards a Mage Slayer against that Sanking as well, so he's gonna try and block a lot of the damage that Sanking wants to deal.
Stacks being made by Whisper. As Invoker and Nyx playing in that top jungle again. Deb holding out mid. What's he got? Majority of his mech needs to finish off that recipe. And then Seb will start feeling strong and can group up with his team and look for a bit more of that map pressure.
Right now, OG are taking down buildings, though. They took the mid tower, and Bristleback solo pushes top tower, while more Navi Jr. just want to farm jungle. Sven clearing up some jungle, Sanking farming ancient stacks. This is very passive from Navi.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. At the start of the game, I was asking, is this a Navi Jr. team that just needs levels? And I guess with Sanking feeling so bad about how his lane went, he wants to try and recover. Like, I kind of thought that this Kunkka would get involved much more early on, and he's just been farming as well.
Ooh, this is huge. Look at Invoker, Nyx, and this Chen invading here. They could take away some ancient stacks even.
Yeah, Ari scouted the Sanking as well, who was about half HP.
I'm not gonna scout the low HP ancients as Sanking ran away from them.
I don't know if you saw the Willow there. There's a ping from the Nyx, so I assume Daze was spotted. Yeah, very, very quiet one, and this is giving OG the chance to get into their items. Recover on the Bristleback, who had look at him. He had an atrocious lane, and now he's ahead of the Sanking in net worth.
Yeah, but Sanking has an even worse lane. That's basically it. So you say he's ahead of the Sanking, like that's an achievement, but Sanking barely laned mid. He had that mana burn creep on him, plus Invoker being such a formidable force in lane. I think we see why they slipped through the Sanking. That's what I've been saying. You can let through Sanking in the draft, but you have to have a plan of how you're going to deal with it. This is a showcase of a plan of how to deal with Sanking. Invoker lanes well against it. Mana burn creep from Chen makes it impossible lane. Nico is just recovery mode.
Yeah, I mean, you're the master of those 2v1 lanes in the mid, aren't you? Back in the day, the Crystal Maiden anti-mage.
Yeah, against Dendy used to play CM anti-mage against his queen. That was fun days.
Yeah, just put the Saturn the Invoker against the Sand King. Same thing. Just burn his mana.
Finally, he's going to go back and try and clear up this ancient stack. He desperately needs some items. He has also completely skipped all bracers here because he's so underfarmed. He wants his Blink Dagger at a reasonable timing. I'm not sure I agree with it. Magic Stick plus double bracer feels like a necessity. His HP pool is so small.
He's dying to ancients, honestly. He's having a real rough time here.
He really is.
He's going to clear them in the end, so Niku gets...
Finally, he's going to go back and try and clear up this ancient stack. He desperately needs some items. He has also completely skipped all bracers here because he's so underfarmed. He wants his Blink Dagger at a reasonable timing. I'm not sure I agree with it. Magic Stick plus double bracer feels like a necessity. His HP pool is so small.
He's dying to ancients, honestly. He's having a real rough time here.
He really is.
He's going to clear them in the end, so Niku gets a bit closer to that blink, but it's still 900 gold away.
That's all his HP lost, and he has to run base after just farming an ancient stack. This is not very efficient times for him.
Yeah, and then Whisper, on the other hand, he's clearing some stacks of his own and not really too bothered by it. We'll watch this move from Navi Jr. Krunker finally getting activated with a smoke alongside his two supports, trying to find 9. But the Invoker slipped away from the top jungle and regroups with the rest of OG. And they've bodyguarded this Whisper Bristle to get into the triangle and get himself farmed towards the Aghanim Scepter. 1600 gold away currently. Should get there pretty quickly.
Chen acting as a bait mid. He has both Nyx and Invoker nearby. They don't fall for the bait. Navi are going to go bottom. And that's our OG as well. Move is coming in here. Eyeing up the final tier 1 tower.
When you don't see OG heroes on the map, it's so scary. This Sven, oh, he's in trouble, isn't he? The pings, you see the rainbow pings come out. Got the juice, stunned down, nearly killed, but OG respecting the TP rotations. They back up and don't go for the finish.
Yeah, they realize Kunke's a very good counter TP there. Quick reaction from PMA and keep his carry alive. He's got the juice, doesn't have any resources right now though, so he's going to back up a bit. Does get healed up very quickly. Some healing Lotus is used.
Where are they going? They're just running top?
Yeah, it looks like they're going all the way for Bristle. It's a long way to rotate across the map if that's what they're doing. They're hoping to find him on some Ancients.
Ah, Wisdom Rune in 30 seconds. So yeah, I guess they're looking for him in Ancients, and then also the line drawn to go and cut somebody off at the Wisdom Rune.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the Bristle.
Oh, yeah, he's walking into all of them.
He doesn't see them, and they see him. Observable on the high ground. Bristleback has his back turned, but he's been slain. A lot of damage done in return, though. And now the power shot, the damage from the Wind Ranger secures 1. Riddy's taken down, and it looks like with that tornado and a bit of damage from 23 Savage, got the juice, trying to turn with his God Strength, but can't do anything. The Sven on 50 HP, trying to hide in the trees, but he's going to get found out here by 9.
Right, they don't see you, but it's not going to work out. They do get their target, but they lost so much HP to the Bristleback there. It was a long, risky move, and then finally they lose 3 heroes. And I believe their ward was also pinged immediately there, so we might see a D-ward, and there were 2 Observer wards plopped down as both the supports did it. Yeah, sentry on the Bristle. That's gonna give him some nice chunk of gold. That's like 300 gold for a D-warding. He's like, oh, lucky me.
He pings and he's like, there's 2 of them.
Actually, more than 300 gold.
Porque no los dos.
X-Mark onto Scuttlebug.
They've caught the Nyx this time. More the Carapace. Is that enough to turn around? No, the stuns just keep on coming. The burrow into Earth Spike is always funny to see. Those spikes coming out of the ground from both the Sand King and the Lion.
Important kills there going for the way of Navi Jr. though. They need to get some good fights. Previous fight where they rotated that far to get a Bristle was definitely not worth the time investment. He does have the Aghanim Scepter complete now on Bristle as well, so he's hitting his timing.
We have to die. The 2 times in lane, I thought Whisper's game is over here. OG have done a great job recuperating their losses. And tell me if I'm wrong. Has this been too slow from Navi? Like, do you think it's okay that they're kind of sitting back and waiting to hit their timings, or should they have played faster?
I don't think it's that they're not playing as fast as they should. It's, again, mid laners are the momentum of a team. If you shut down the mid laner as hard as they did in this game, it takes all the speed out of a team. The Sand King needs to make those rotations. He finally does have his Blink Dagger, but look at them. They're already going OG, grouping up towards bottom.
Yeah, X-Mark combo onto 9. He's got Raindrop and Mage Slayer, so he's fine for now. And it looks like Ari and 23 Savage right on top of Daze to kill off the Willow. That's Sand King using his first blink to jump away from danger, kind of leaving PMA isolated now. They'll come back in with a Burrow Strike, turning onto the Wind Ranger, and that's the damage they need. Chain disabled and massive slay there on the Wind Ranger and onto 9. Na'Vi turn around just in time. Now Seb is being caught up. Whisper's arrival might secure the end of this fight, though. The Bristleback is too tanky to go through.
The Lion Blink as well, not to be underestimated. Already having that. He's keeping parity here with the Sand King pretty much. Not the same net worth necessarily, but the Blink timings are the same. Also, I believe did he get 2 stacks on his Finger Death in that fight with the Fist of Death? I believe he punched someone before they died as well. I think he hit the Invoker.
Yeah, looks like it. But that is the real scary threat of Na'Vi. The Wind Ranger walks in, and this is, 17 minutes in. Pre-BKB, you don't have that safety yet. And you just get stun into stun into stun, and God Strength 2 hits from the harpoon.
Yeah. The harpoon pulled back the invoker as well there. It was really nice in the fight. And that's why he's going for the hurricane pike, so he has a way to reposition himself, not get caught like this. But we can see why 23 Savage desperately needs the BKB, and he's going for it. To his credit, he's skipping the Gleipnir first to go for a rushed BKB, then Gleipnir, then Daedalus. I really approve of that. It's a nice, nice build-up.
If there was, yeah, this is not the game to go Gleipnir rush, is it? You've got to go BKB here. Well, Chen is starting to stack up all these saving tools as well. Has the Pavis on top of the mech. Dan King trying to deal with his
creeps.
creep army. Kills off a few of them.
Meanwhile, Bristleback and Invoker doing a great job split pushing the mid and top creep wave as they realize the bottom is the target here for Navi Jr. They're just using the rest of the map.
Yeah, OG have done a much better job of taking the space, you know, filling the space on the map. Navi kind of very tight in their jungle, getting a bit congested, playing around their Sven, their tier 1 bottom lane, reacting a lot to what's going on. Now kind of stretching their legs and pushing out across the river into bottom jungle. But it's just like the threat of the Nyx Assassin is forcing dire supports to buy 1 million sentries. So they've got to have this, you know, economic sort of problem that they've got to face to deal with Nyx Assassin. And then he's, you know, scouting and seeing what's happening to allow OG to take that space.
Yeah, he's an extra nuisance. It just adds a little bit of limiting factor to your movement. And look at this. They see the movement coming towards the mid-tier 1 tower to glyph it up. And meanwhile, they're popping into Roche.
Yeah.
With the Bristleback, Wind Ranger, Invoker, they have the damage here.
Look at all those wasted arrows flying around the road.
Shoot every direction. You never know. Roche might have friends in the forest.
Invisible buddies hiding in the trees. And Ari was even lurking in the mid. If they stuck around to hit that tier 1 as Navi Jr., you know, OG could have killed Roshan and TP'd into a good stun setup from Ari. They're really thinking ahead.
He's over to Bristleback, so recognizing that he can frontline really hard, and he doesn't want to get bursted by all these chain stuns. And Wind Ranger will feel pretty safe once she has her BKB anyway. A nice idea to let Whisper just be the one to push these tier 2 towers. Nobody wants any of this.
Kunkka nearly at the Crimson Guard. And Navi Jr. down into the bottom jungle here, with Daze getting some nice deep vision. A couple of observables there. Should let them play into the tier 2 bot if they want to. But they just... Yeah, it's a constant cycle of like push out, bottom and mid, back up and farm Ancients as Sven. Maybe even think about Tormentor? Yeah, that's what they're doing.
It's a constant cycle, but at the same time, losing towers, the tier 2 tower being gone top now, means the rotation is coming down here from OG. They are restricting the map more and more. I don't think they're in time to contest the Tormentor here, as Navi already are taking it.
Does he have a point in mana drain on Lion?
Does he? He does. 2 points even.
2 points, yeah. Yeah, we had a game, was it? Oh, I can't remember now. Yesterday, 2 days ago, where Lion got the shard with 0 points mana drain. Not the ideal situation to be in. Yeah, OG with this Aegis playing back into the spot that Navi Jr. have just evacuated. Yeah, I don't know, Navi just non-stop retreating. They've fallen back to their tier 2 mid, and I guess it's where they feel most comfortable in an evenish game like this. And if OG play over-aggressively or overstep, it feels like Navi Jr. are making a conscious decision to try and bait OG into bad fights. Buy the tier 2 towers, buy objectives.
I think Navi are hitting a pretty strong timing here, though. They do have their items. The problem is Wind Ranger's BKB is also just now coming out. But they have BKB on the Sven, they have Crimson Guard on Kunkka. So look at the smoke up now from Navi Jr. They feel like they want to go for a pick-off. And even if she does have BKB on Wind, if they get the blink on her, it may not matter.
Yeah, that Lion pick with the Hex. It's the difference maker, and they catch a little glimpse, and there it is. Blink Hex into stuns. Torrent and the Earthspike comes down. They've got the heal from the mech. Can they get the Wind Ranger out? The
They're
BKB,
alive.
the Wind runs up, and 23 Savage can turn and fight. Now OG will come in with the rest of the squad, aiming for Riddies. Sven got the juice, trying to catch up to 23 Savage still, but can't close the gap. The X-Mock Torrent finally gets the job done. Daze, he's getting hit out by 9 and Seb. As 20 Whisper, he's on to got the juice. The Sven's stuck here. You got the Wind Ranger, but you're going to lose a couple in the trade.
Pretty damn risky fight there. They get some TP outs on the side of Navi Jr. towards the end. Could have gone even worse. the Bristleback realizes when that many resources are expended on a Wind Ranger, and he has Aegis himself, Whisper could just take over that fight there. So even though they got a nice pick off, it didn't work out that well for him in the end. That's the downside to this big team fight draft as well. If you commit to a single target, now all these big abilities that you want to use for a clumped up stack of enemies, you know, the bolts, the torrent and stuff like this, suddenly you committed it for one target and you can't take the fight anymore.
Sand King doing very little damage. Ben did the majority of it. Yeah, Niku there, straight into BKB. Desperately needs it.
Yeah, you see OG still staying oppressive here. Invoker always on the hunt with
There
the
it
mix.
is. I've been waiting for it. That'll scout.
Satisfying pick off for him.
He's got that Dagon now, so pretty much happy to roam around, look for these individual kills on two squishy supports. I'm pretty happy as Ari here.
Ari doing the same build they did before as well, where it goes Dagon 1 into 4 staff. So not prioritizing getting that kill potential, but wants to be annoying, wants to be hard to catch, and be able to run around freely with the 4 staff giving a little bit extra survivability. Also great for saving people in the team fights, right? Against all these chain stuns.
Get out the X mark, get out of the Hex. Get the hell away from... Again, it's, you know, OG stepping forward, swarming the map, taking the enemy ancients, farming up top with 23 Savage as well. And NAVI Jr. the ones that are starting to lag behind as this net worth build, net worth lead actually comes to fruition. It's been dead even for the majority of the game. 2k now for OG to the good. And NAVI Jr. smoking, looking for another play.
Yeah, they're going down hunting for anyone they can find, really. But right now they're over on the Tormentor side of things here with Whisper and 23 Savage. So they're only going to find a Chen, it looks like. They'll take it, though.
Yeah, kill's a kill. When we come to clear him out. And straight onto the tier 1 mid lane, it looks like. There is a glyph here for OG, but yeah, it's not worth it. You're never going to come in and defend it.
Not too difficult to take the fight there. Gleipnir is complete for the Wind Ranger now. Blink Dagger on Bristle, by the way. Whisper with a... That's an unexpected item.
Huh.
He's saying, if they're going to ignore me, I want to be able to catch them, I want to be able to hit them, I want to be able to reach them. That is a very curious itemization. Does make him a bit squishier, though. Not having a full BKB or a Bloodstone or anything like that.
Yeah.
He could just be a target.
Very well could be. But yeah, I guess like you say, right? Blink Sand King, Hurricane, Harpoon Sven, you've got the Blink Lion. You want some way to kind of catch up to them if they've run past you or running away from you.
Yeah.
Or hell, even just if they're all dogpiling a Wind Ranger, you go in, blink, and then turn your back with your Aghanim Cool Spray and get it on all of them.
Yeah, and he's pretty good at blink cancelling himself. If he blinks into the enemy and Quill Sprays immediately, they can't get out. Top lane, we see Scuttlebug running away. Sneaky little Nyx.
And 25 minutes in, there's still about a minute and a half to wait for next Roshan to come.
Wind Ranger sitting under a ward for a while here. Might prompt Navi Jr. to go that way, but they're smoking into Navi instead.
Navi saw it. They're all grouped up, waiting for OG to come up the staircase.
Holding good positions, but Nyx leading the way.
This is going to be a spicy one. Did a smoke break, and the Sand King's there.
Some spells
Sentry's
complain.
down. Ari's like, something's not quite right here. And Dire even scanning to see if anyone's coming from that left-hand side.
Pinging. And everyone, I like how they're just drawing, let's go top instead. We don't want to be in this area. Why would we stay here? Roche could spawn in 40 seconds, so take over the top part of the map. It's the more valuable part to sit on. I like this shift from OG. They could take a fight bottom, but into all these teamfight spells, into not having that great vision, why risk it when you already have vision up top and Roche is going to spawn here anyway?
Yeah, exactly. And then you could also take the kind of terrain advantage for yourselves with the ramps over in that top jungle.
Yeah, high ground makes a very big difference in initiation.
Yeah, like walking up into a Sven and a Sand King and a Lion, he's like, nah, I'd rather not, actually. Well, OG, without 23 Savage for now, he's running across to try and regroup. Looks like Navi Going to step back and defend their high ground. And the longest Roshan respawn we can get, pretty much. After some very fast ones yesterday.
He's taking a nap after what happened yesterday. He had a 7-second spawn. He let him rest now. Let him rest.
Yeah, he worked overtime. And they're like, we can't pay you overtime. It's like, okay, I'm taking off holidays in lieu then. I'm going to get a couple extra holidays out of this.
And he's relaxing. I like the oppressive positioning here by OG. Putting forward wards, holding an enemy from getting up to any of these ramps. They are playing under their own observer ward. Right now, Navi just feeling a little bit paralyzed. They are finishing up MKB. Oh, this huge Sven has the MKB for the next fight. Ooh. And we've seen 23 Savage fall to MKB before in this qualifiers. The bane of the Wind Ranger.
It is. It's a problematic item. But it looks like Navi Jr. itchy to use that MKB and also to stop any potential Roche taking that could be happening right now. And by all means, Roshan could be alive and OG could be in the pit taking it. So a wraparound here to get towards that area. OG not in the pit though. They're kind of spread out along that top line of jungle camps.
This wraparound is so good. They're getting in behind.
Ari, can he scout them? Whisper and Ari go the wrong way. 9. The smoke breaks. He sees them. They know what's going on. The dust, the jump away. Line blicks in onto the bristleback. Can you focus Whisper down with the god strength? No, the tornado comes in, stops the Sven. The burrow strike and the damage from the sandstorm. They're finishing off Whisper here with the BKBs up from Got the Juice and Niku. They've killed him off. Whisper buys back. 23-7 is BKB'd and trying to run away because this Sven is just hammering him. One stun is almost enough, but 23-7, he's finally dead. So's the Sven as 9 opens up. The Invoker has just stood his ground, hitting into people, but he can't stop PMA from TPing home. Whisper,
oh my God,
with his buyback, comes into the fight to finish off Riddies.
Those are some clean TP outs. The Lion stun into TP out there from the Kunkka gets himself safely out. The Tidebringer to barely clip the Wind Ranger as she was running away. Was close to 23 Savage getting away, but they bring him down in the end. Still, OG are the ones who are going to maintain the positioning here and hold the area, but since Roche is spawning so late, they should have the damage to kill him in 20 seconds, I think, but he's spawning with 2940. You have 20 seconds to kill him. You got to be really ready if you're going to kill him before he goes bottom.
Yeah, I think it's time to go through that gate.
Yeah, they're setting up bottom instead.
Kunkka did a lot of damage that fight. I'm assuming Blade Mail into the Wind Ranger, returning a lot of it back onto her.
Yeah, that's a big part, but he was also just smacking. He was definitely getting a lot of clicks in.
Whisper, trying to chase him back towards Fountain. The torrent misses. A tidal wave drags the Bristol back around, but Kunkka has backup. And
that's what we were saying. You hex up the Nyx, but he's hasted during his vendetta, so he just keeps running at full speed. Can't lock this man down. Now we see OG setting up for another attempt here at controlling the Roche area. Do we have a smoke? Indeed we do. Navi are coming down. All abilities ready pretty much.
Roshan into his summer holiday home.
Bristleback not having a BKB feels like a liability in the fight.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hurts. He's got a great Lotus though. We'll see if he can actually use it. As Navi Jr. again. Another very nice
moves.
Yeah.
All the way around. 23 Savage and the gang though, they feel it. They smoke up themselves.
Like these are the kind of
vendetta.
These are the kind of moves we see from Team Spirit, TI winners, right? So it's nice to see some of these other teams, learning from the best and really replicating.
Yeah.
What they've been able to do.
Good sweep, but it's a little bit slow. And now we see the classic reversal of positioning here, where OG will take the high position. They're going into Roche. This is a ballsy dude. No way.
I don't think so.
Roche is gonna walk out.
Say hello to the Sven. And OG, they're coming from the northern side now.
They're staring at them. They see them.
Woke up from OG. Sunstrike on high ground sees the Sven. Gleipnir to start. A shackle shot to follow, but the brambles are down, causing a bit of an annoyance there from OG in their approach. So Roshan's still untouched. Now we've got Dire playing Radiant side and Radiant playing Dire side, but the creep wave favors OG here to... Yeah, it's being pinged out. It's pushing tier 2. Midwave is pushing in towards Dire side as well. So kind
this
of
is awkward. Stressful.
Yeah, it's awkward for Navi, and they're going to start TPing out. Sven says, screw this, I'm going to go farm.
This could leave them... X-Mark. He has X-Mark. He's coming back.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, good point. So he clears the wave and comes back. That's so important. Tornado from 9. And Ari scouting in invis. He's going to spot PMA here. Kunkka a little bit alone off to the side, but they jump straight in onto the Invoker, the Sven, and the Kunkka. Can they heal 9 up? He's drifted away with a 4-stab and Ghost Wall, but that's not enough. He's dead, and 23 Savage looking pretty low as well. Then, with Riddy's Lion, they're trying to catch up to the Wind Ranger, and a couple of hits here should do the job to finish her off. Both cores down on the side of OG as NAVI Jr. come in and sweep through this fight.
Got the
Ari's
juice in trouble.
Got the juice. He's dead to Bristleback. Has Whisper emerged as the real carry in this game? The Bristleback comes out as the big bad. Ari rooted over on the side as Dade will find that kill, but it's Whisper. He's picking up the leftovers, scraping the bottom of the barrel, killing off the line.
Daze.
Looking at Daze, the Dark Willow's in trouble, and so's Niku trying to tidal wave anyone back, but the Sand King's down.
And with the right clicks, bring down Niku there. I think he acquired the gem as well there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
little extra thing there. 6,500 damage from this Bristleback. I was concerned that he didn't have a BKB, but you know, if he does get ignored like this, it doesn't matter. They focus on killing the Invoker, they focus on killing the Wind. Proper targets for sure, important targets to bring down. But Whisper showing he can do a lot of damage if left untouched here. And you cannot kite him the way you would if he didn't have a blink in his inventory.
Oh, never in my days I think I see a Bristleback blinking around. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like
untouched,
second
able
item.
to chase people.
It's not a weird item to see like later on getting an overwhelming blink or a swift blink or something, but seeing its second item, it's just a very interesting itemization that seems to be working out for him in this game.
And Aegis again for Whisper.
Yeah. Wind Ranger, by the way, soon to hit that power spike. Last team fight, we saw her pop a very long duration focus fire, hitting everyone, but didn't really go through the Crimson Guard all that well. Not enough critical mass, but once you get over a certain threshold of damage, that 70 damage block from the Crimson Guard plus the percentage is starting to feel redundant when you have Daedalus coming in.
Sven working on his Satanic to try and stay alive in these fights, and does a tremendous amount of burst damage alongside all the disables of his team, but staying power is kind of lacking.
DD Daedalus timing with Aegis in hand on Bristle. I think OG might want to make a really aggressive swipe here. Could be going into the enemy base even.
Let's see if they can find someone first. Currently, they're cutting out all the waves. OG approaching Dire base. And Banner passed over to Seb. But it looks
Seb
like
is just becoming Aura Man. He's adding all the auras. Got Solar Crest for buffing people. Mech in his inventory. Vlad's Pipe is coming up.
Well, someone's got to step up against Fortnite Man. Why not Aura Man?
Aura Man.
Yeah, think about that next series.
Every offlaner for the last X years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am Aura Man.
Well, I am become Aura instead of I am become Death.
Yeah. At least now we have to build multiple auras. It's not like back in the days we used to just buy a Wraith pack and then that's it. That's the only aura you needed. One aura to rule them all.
Just reduce damage. Thank you very much.
And deal damage, right? Used to kick people too.
That's true. Whisper. He just blinks up to high ground. God, the Banner. I'll let the creeps go to work. I'll try and finish off. I'll try and start off on this tier 3 tower. Don't know if he'll be able to finish it off. Especially when he's being spammed by brambles and crowns and torrents and all this nonsense. Even getting
control spells being
burrowed.
thrown, but he's taking no damage from them really.
And he's still got that Aegis for almost 3 minutes. Yeah, you were right. I didn't realize it'd be like this. Whisper literally just stands there and hits building. It's not as if Navi Jr. aren't doing anything. They're standing there throwing spells at him, kind of like, can we poke at this Bristle? Are OG going to show any other hero? No, nothing's happening. It's literally just Bristle standing there.
Bristle and 2 catapults with the Banner protection on them. They're sieging.
Yeah, good luck. Got the juice. He's trying to step up. Daze still throwing the spells on Whisper, and very patient from the rest of OG, just to hold that back line and wait to see what's coming.
Wind Ranger's throwing like one auto attack here and there and then running away. She knows the moment she stands there, they will be like, oh, finally a target we can go on.
Exactly. Maybe they'll try now? They've lost their ranged barracks. Sven is having a go at the bristleback, but it's just not a fight you're really winning. Stanking, channeling epicenter, or thinking about it, was thudding his tail on the floor, but decides better
He's
of
jumping.
it. He's jumping now, going into the back, two-man stun. Wind Ranger caught, out with a Chen. They've got disables on 23 Savage. The Hand of God, the heals are not enough. Wind Ranger's dead, but Whisper, he's opened up, killed off Daze and the buildings, and still in the base. He's dealing with them all, but they're ignoring him now, saying, screw you, Whisper, I don't want to play with you anymore. I want to kill this Nyx assassin. Let's go for Ari. Hex him up, try and kill the little bug, stomp him into the ground, but he's got Carapace and Vendetta.
He's
The
speeding
speedy
away.
little bastard is running away, but he's been burrowed and caught. They've got him.
There we go. They do have the heroes to catch him finally. But that's still a Rax push successful. They didn't lose the Aegis as well, so maybe they can use that defensively. Still just a minute on it, though. We'll probably time out. All in all, I think OG are not happy with losing 23 Savage, but getting one lane down, that's one step closer to Megas.
Yeah. Yeah, in the back, very well utilized Aegis. And now
You do have to be cautious, though, about this. The moment you show 23 Savage, they throw everything at him, and you don't have a real reset button. You don't have some disruption or something to protect him, give him a chance to get that BKB out. So it is very tricky for him how he's going to position in fights.
this Invoker just never ceases to amaze me how well he scales in terms of being a right clicker.
Oh, yeah.
Who needs Drow, you know? Who needs any of these glass cannon ranged heroes when you've got the same hero but with spells?
Full Daedalus coming out for him now, so Daedalus, Hurricane Pike, Mage Slayer, and BKB. He'll be happily right-clicking away at people if he gets ignored. If they go on 23 Savage, he's going to pick up the slack and try and deal some damage. And that's the power of OG's lineup. They have basically a tri-core physical damage dealers. All three of them can pack a punch here. Not the same can be said about the lineup of Navi. It's mostly just Sven doing all the damage. Kunkka is just damage mitigation. Tanking is magic damage, of course, but that only goes so far.
Yeah, like you've been saying, OG have been very delicately playing these fights to not give Navi Jr. those opportunities, which they'd feel comfortable with actually team fighting and finding these big kills. A 6k lead for OG, 30 minutes in, not massively meaningful, but the way that they're playing this map and just looking at where the Radiant creep waves are, they very rarely cross the river to the Radiant side. They're always on this Dire side, pressing in and making the map very small for Navi Jr. to play. And Navi Jr. also had to spend all those smokes to try and take those Roche fights, top and bottom. So they don't even have too many sneaky maneuvers left in them.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to get more contained here in their base. We even see a Chen creeps pushing out side lanes a lot. Chen does have quite a bit of presence just by sending creeps on side lanes. Same thing with the Forge Spirits. So all that adds to the feeling of containment here for Navi. Difficult to get a footing on this map. And then you have Nyx just staring you down. Want to leave base? Yeah, there's a little nasty assassin looking at you. Stunning Sven.
Very irritating.
Yeah, right now outscaling hard here. OG happy to just keep farming, wait for the next Roche. No reason to push without Aegis for sure. So Wind Ranger's going for an Aghanim Scepter to try and deal with the fact that she gets jumped like this. I wonder if Aghanims or Lincolns would have been better at keeping him alive, but it does mean that they now have to bring Vision into the dive if they want to kill the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, and they lost their gem, right? The Chen picked it up in one of those previous fights.
They have one from Seb actually, so they have Seb's gem, and yeah, I guess they got it. Yeah.
Okay. There was a gem being passed around.
Yeah. Previously they lost it to them, I think, but it seems it was owned by Seb initially, so I guess he lost it in the previous push.
Sven able to step out and clear a wave. Still
Jungle
like...
creeps? Really? They exist?
Yes! We can go and kill them.
I like
The
how
Nyx
Nyx is
hasn't killed all
keeping
of
a
them.
Gossamer cape still, by the way. He knows Sven hits insanely hard, and Gossamer, that's -1 auto attack from the Sven. Feels pretty good. So he's valuing it higher than his other options. Makes me curious what he had.
It kind of gives him a chance to carapace as well. There's kind of he kind of blocks 2 attacks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Whisper. feeling the need to BKB there, as he did get caught with a couple of stuns. Might signal here that OG just sit back a little bit and wait for that cooldown. 90 seconds for the BKB. And
10k
Roshan,
lead and building as OG are controlling the map here. NAVI are just running a field trip here, a little school trip out to the Ancients. Yeah, we're gonna go see some big creeps today, boys. Everyone, group up.
oh, I've never seen one of those before.
That's basically what it feels like. Right now, OG are just owning the entire map, and they're just tourists on the map right now. NAVI
What?
Jr. barely able to leave base, and immediately that they do, there's like 6 range creeps on top coming in here. Double catapult wave, you need to go back and respond. Mid is being pushed by Forge Spirits. So back to base you go.
It's just non-stop oppressive, isn't it? And Whisper, he's going to go up there and maybe meet the force of NAVI Jr. It's also the fact that if OG show just one hero on the map, you kind of assume that everyone's behind him. So Whisper being up there is like, yeah, OG are all up there. There's no way they can be in Roche, right? But they are. They were already setting up for it.
Oh, this is the real Christmas gift package from Roche as well, coming with the Aegis, banner, refresher shard, cheese, so many things. NAVI are trying to smoke out, but I believe this can be a little bit too little too late. This Roche goes down so quickly.
Yeah, it's far too late. Looks like they've realized not a chance. So Kunkka clears the mid wave, and the rest of NAVI Jr. trying to hold a high ground position here. Play under their vision. They had to kill a Radiant Observer Ward first on the way through.
Yet another Aegis over on the Bristleback, and Cheese on the Invoker, so he can be harder to burst, and Wind Ranger gets that refresher shard as well. So he has the double ulti, double BKB of course as well. Wind is queuing up the Blink and Rapier, by the way, so 23 Savage, he has a plan for this game.
Yeah, don't get caught sneakily trying to get into the bag.
Yeah, buy Rapier, blink in, die to Blade Mail, give it to Sven.
Yeah.
Something like that, that's the plan.
9 will pick it up. The Invoker's the real right-click carry. Or Bristle, turn it into int mode and do more damage with Cool Spray.
I mean, he already has a Rapier, he has his ulti. That's a free Rapier right there.
Yeah, true. Sven steps up to hold back OG, but he might regret this. Already having to spend a few spells and items just to stay alive. Terrorize into the epicenter, onto this Bristleback, nearly killing Whisper off. Looks like the Bristleback is barely staying alive until the Finger of Death finishes him. Aegis down. OG are going to turn around and kill off the Dark Willow, though, and she doesn't have buyback. So a 5 versus 4 with Invoker still having cheese. And the banner on the floor as Bristleback just pushes up to high ground again.
And all the tricks are used other than God Strength right now. No Sanking ulti anymore. You don't have the Kunkka stuff. They have to wait for the next ulti from Kunkka here. 30 seconds for the Ghost Ship to come back. I'm not sure how you fight into this.
Yeah, very difficult for NAVI Jr. to navigate this, especially when the Sven is stuck between buildings. Shackle shot it up, and OG just come in, pummeling him into the ground. Beautifully done by 23 Savage. Gorgeous stuff. It's a little pinball machine, right?
Yeah. That was a beautiful catch, and now with the shard as well, making sure that Riddies can't run away. NAVI Jr., they call it for game number 1 here.
20-20, 45-minute game, 20k lead. OG, yeah, this felt like they were switched on.
Yeah, they really were. They were right. Bonker said that they came in awake, right? And for sure, looks like it's also what we can expect. OG have been ramping.
Drag out for another, until minute 40, basically. You look for every chance you can. And I guess that's the situation we're in here as well. Lower bracket, last chance for NAVI Jr. potentially, if things don't go their way. This is where they have to pull out all the stops and kind of just hold on for any glimmer of hope, any chance of victory. Maybe this Huskar can give it to them here in game 2.
Yeah,
maybe. Best of 3.
Yes, platinum tier Dota Plus on Huskar, so at least he plays the hero quite a bit. Yeah, we'll see what he can deliver here. We see OG squad actually invading here. This is not really how they usually move on level 1, so mixing it up a little bit. Going in, checking for a ward. Whisper not going to see any vision on mid.
So what, high ground ward there to scout the large camp and maybe Ancients being stacked for the Sand King?
Yeah, it's partly that. It's also just anti-Huskar stuff in case he wants to start farming over on the triangle. They already have control of it. But yeah, definitely this is to keep tabs on it. They have great heroes for stealing, the Ancients as well. With the Luna, they could go in. Invoker can go over there and throw some spells as well.
Yeah, hell, even the Mars.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
he
it's
makes
like
his way over.
The Sunstrike ward as well, isn't it, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Quite often people farm that and go low HP. Level 1. See a fight here, PMA.
PMA. Burrow strike to get to high ground and a good scatter blast. The stun misses from Nyx. Sadly for OG. Still chasing this Sand King down though with Seb and 23 Savage. Unlikely to completely finish him off, but a massive amount of HP lost by the Sand King early days already.
Yeah,
and then good damage on the days as well.
Great start for OG, and look at them. They're just going to run at them again here. Feeling confident, showing the power.
Yeah, stay away from that creep wave.
Return fire by a Snapfire, but can't really do that much into these two.
23 Savage should be able to control up that creep equilibrium as he wants. Deny it back, hold the lane where he needs it. In the mid, 3 and 1 for the Huskar. Invoker 1 and 0. So far, so good for Niku.
Yeah, not a bad start at all. See if he can get some power nice going against the Invoker. He gets his level 2 first. Gets cold snapped up, but should be surviving just fine here as the Fair Fire.
Spear is super annoying. Daze is being hammered by Seb. The Omni Knight 1v2 zoning them down thanks to all of that early damage that they put in, and Seb draws first blood with his position 5 Omni. Not even done, just keeps on hitting the Sand King as well.
That's beautiful. Getting some work done, and mid lane also going pretty well for the Huskar so far, keeping an eye on it. He's doing a good job harassing the Invoker, going in, getting some shots, and then running away. Of course, Huskar regenning much better than the Invoker in this lane, so 9 actually ticking quite low. He's dead here, I think. One more spear. Should slowly tick, but he might survive.
Oh
the Incendiary gets him.
Oh, a Huskar really on a knife's edge going toe-to-toe with that Invoker. Super close. Down at bottom, Whisper. He's got a double wave behind him, but Monkey and Grim, they're on his tail. Kill off the Mars. Let's see what they can do with this wave, because that's a lot of golden experience that OG need.
Yeah, this is some creep wave manipulation they were trying to do, pull the creeps, but now it actually results in Navi just making an aggressive play behind it as well. They have so many creeps coming in, even the next creep wave. OG need all that experience as soon as they can get it. And 4 and 0 versus 12 and 6. This is the last pick Huskar that you want to see. Someone who just dominates the lane. Niku definitely showing he's confident in what he's doing here.
Yeah, doing a tremendous job. Is this a game where 9 has to change item build and like go Spirit Vessel or something?
Maybe. I wonder how many items he will get though. Spirit Vessel is still a pretty expensive item. Yeah. So he might have to go like Midas to recover or something. Because this lane is going to get pretty difficult.
Yeah, true. That's a difficult one.
Yeah, he also doesn't have boots yet. So the fact that Huskar bought early boots, now anytime you run up, you might get multiple spears on you. And he's going to go pretty deep here under tower. We see pings coming up by 9. He's saying, guys, he might go on me here under tower. Be ready to TP.
Even denying the range creeps under the Invoker's nose. Already he's down at the bottom. Going to pull that small camp as Ari goes on a bit of a wander. Grabs the bounty rune. And not looking to swing into mid yet. Needs to continue manipulating creep waves to get Whisper any amount of farm. Pretty good, you know, you've died on Whisper, but still 12 and 1 in a lane against the Monkey King. Feeling comfortable with how things are going down there, given the lane setup.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with the farm he's getting. And, of course, Ari is trying his best to make the lane favorable. But Mars is not, you know, out of melee heroes, he's not a terrible hero to have against Monkey King. Ooh, speaking of Monkey, look at the chase here. Here comes that speed.
Jumps right across. What was that? 4,000 range from right-hand side of the map to the basically the middle of this lane to look to kill off the Nyx. Needs one more hit. And yeah, should have it there with Riddy securing the kill.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Why do you even TP on Monkey King? You're just as fast as a TP. Just run over there. And I get the creeps. Under his tower, of course. Doesn't want to miss any of them.
Don't miss that one. Oh, 9. Nice Sunstrike. Rarely do we see 9 level Exort that early either. It has the value point for the Sunstrike to kill off PMA.
Well, there's the part where Huskar counters Invoker in a very funny way. He doesn't have a mana pool, so what are you gonna do EMPing him?
Yeah, true.
So Quas-Wex build is not super strong against Huskar since EMP doesn't do anything. I feel like it should burn HP at that point.
Eh.
Yeah, hit him. But you also have Huskar being immune to cogs from Clockwork, stuff like that. There's some funny implications by him not having a mana pool.
That's great. So already we're seeing 9 adapting then, right? We've had other players,
Yeah.
kind of flash in a bit of Exort here and there, but 9 has been very, literally going level 10 without a point in Exort.
I'm almost surprised they didn't go full Exorts from the beginning, to be honest. But yeah, this is just him saying as well, I'm just farming jungle, I'm trying to recover whatever I can. So point in Exort allows him to be useful in other lanes. He is committing into more Exort points now.
I guess you want that Ghost Walk, at the very least.
Yeah, it can be nice to have. But multiple points in Exort means that with this deep ward placed by Nyx as well, they could maybe look for some snipe on the Huskar if he farms jungle or Armlet later on. Understanding how to try and counter it.
Whisper is left alone down bottom against Grim Monkey, though. He's going to have to step back from the creep wave for a little bit as Ari goes in that wander into mid. A 6-minute rune coming up in a couple of seconds. It looks like Snap and Grim are a little late to the party. They go for some stacks in the jungle rather than actually guarding the rune.
Yeah, it's going to be the Nyx who happily takes some water rune and haste rune, charging back to bottom lane. He's just farming jungle creeps though, spamming that Mind Flare on any big creep that he sees.
Does Ari think about an early shard in this game?
No. No,
No,
yeah, I think even against the Huskar, it's unlikely they buy an early shard because it was so nerfed. Now it does help you, it gives you the break, but that's all it gives you. And you need to have the Dagon, you need to have the Force Staff, I think, or his mindset is probably going to be that. Maybe it goes Dagon into Shard, that is possible. But
a lot of money.
Yeah, but I doubt that he goes like Shard immediately. Rotation here by Invoker.
In we go. Yeah, the level 5 ganking Invoker, but unable to kill off, got the juice. Monkey King too strong, turns and kills Whisper, and the Huskar, the counter move, comes into the bottom lane to slay the Invoker and give Monkey a double kill. Meanwhile, Daze having a battle with Seb over at the Wisdom rune. Okay, they go 1 for 1.
At 1 for 1, even trade on the Wisdoms. That was a big counter TP by Huskar as well, deciding to join in there, making sure that the Invoker is not getting away with some impact on another lane. He's so far playing a perfect game, and I said you want a 7 or 8 minute armlet timing, basically. He has the 7-minute armlet coming out.
He's ready to go. Oh, this Monkey is so tanky. 11 armor. Doesn't feel much of the pain from the Mars and his physical damage.
Got the healing Lotus ready as well, so that efficient HP could be healed up as well.
So Niku after armlet. BKB
23
and Aghanim
Savage
feud.
making a gate move here, coming down, looking for Got the Juice.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find him. The next assassin can
stop
lead
him jumping.
and scout him out, but Monkey King is already on top of the trees. Doesn't know Luna's down here, but I guess when you look at the map and think Luna's not farming that top wave, Sand King and Snapfire are thinking, hey, free real estate up here.
Yeah, for sure. Sand King finally getting some good farm up here. Getting some recovery. He's not leading the way in the farm, but he's doing decently. Meanwhile, Huskar just popping in to clear the Ancient stack here, so getting some item for himself. This is where you would want a Sentry or an Observer Ward on him, so you could Sunstrike him. This low HP farming. They did put one, but it was in the other side of the jungle.
Yeah, they would love it. And Niku finds himself in the right spot.
He's farming it quite quickly here. The damage is definitely coming in.
Sand King slips away from the Omni Knight in that top jungle, using a scan, and with a couple of Observer Wards there, giving them that little bit of intel. It looks like OG right now pretty content just to try and recover from the lanes as Whisper. He's going to get jumped on by the Monkey and the Grim. And yet again, Daze is going to come in and snipe to secure the kill, but yet again, Whisper's kind of left alone and jumped on.
Easy solo kill there for Snapfire, getting the last hit.
Should have the last bit of damage. Well deserved.
Yeah,
But yeah, OG feels like after these lanes, they're like, okay, 23 Savage into jungle, 9 into jungle. Mars going to be showing on the map, and he's kind of the sacrifice here.
Yeah, it's Navi Junior who are playing with much more tempo, though, this game. Last game, they got shut down on the mid lane, but now they're returning the favor. Invoker losing a lot of his speed here. He has done a pretty good job, though, I must say, from jungle or recover. He is 3.8k net worth versus 5k of Huskar. So obviously Huskar is winning, but Invoker not too far behind. However,
Yeah, but looks like he's getting picked off here. Got the juice dominating. Such a nice combo with this Grimstroke, but 23 Savages come in, repelled up Luna. Inside the Wukongs, though, not a place you want to be fighting,
Huskar
especially when you're leashed up by the Soulbind. Did a double burrow strike in with a life break. The Huskars arrive, but the Mars Arena, can they turn this around to kill off the Monkey and the Huskar? They lose Invoker and Luna, but the rest of OG have slain this Navi Junior side, and a wasted epicenter there, PMA. He just gets run away from.
The potato and tomato? Got them both? Huge arena there, beautiful connection, and Nyx had the patience to wait a little bit. Ari with a really clutch decision not to go immediately. He could have hit a little bit earlier, waited for the arena to come in, then went in tandem with that and brings down the Huskar. That's what you want. Coordinated strikes onto him, and that's also why I was concerned with the Huskar pick. The pure damage of that Vendetta really showing its value there. 300 pure is not to be scoffed at.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, you know, you lose your 2 most important core heroes, but you feel so good about how that fight went.
Oh, it was amazing for them. It was absolutely huge. Also, a lot of time invested by Navi Junior going between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower there. Deep dive.
Oh yeah, you're right, the tier 1, the tier 1's still alive.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize.
You always assume that the teams are legitimate in their pushing, that, oh yeah, they definitely went through the, you know, you don't check the forums here if they actually did have the push.
You're missing a stamp and accreditation on this push. You didn't kill off the tier 1. What you doing?
Got all the proper paperwork for this dive, sir.
Down to bottom through the twin gate. Whisper, he's going to back up to claim his blink from the courier. So he's ready in under 10 seconds with Arena Blink ready.
I think Navi don't need to make such desperate moves as that tier 2 tower dive that they made there. They all are really farming their course. Maelstrom coming out for the Monkey King. They could just play it a little bit more slow and relaxed here as Niku is going to stack up the Ancients. But now is the OG trying to turn up the pace. You know, with this Blink Dagger on Mars, they could maybe find a kill. Gonna smoke out the Mars and the Omni Knight towards bottom. Nyx is in position to give vision. Send in Ari.
Yep. A little recon. Gets in behind them.
Found someone. Wants a
Whisper.
better target.
Smoke breaks, pings are there. And they've got the catch on the Monkey King here. Sunstrike to secure it, give it to 9.
Ah, so clean, so clean. 9 putting the Sunstrike down on the tree before he's even speared over there. He's like, yeah, that tree, can you put him over there? And Whisper's like, sure, one kebab coming right up.
You would Monkey King, beautiful stuff. And then the immediate push into tier 1 as well.
Yeah, that was a good rotation. Cleanly executed, and now they get the tower. As you mentioned, the Luna now gonna get some more farm. She's actually leading the way. A catch again, Sunstrike combo.
Yeah, another one.
Easy peasy, and 9 is just saying thank you very much. 2 kills in a row. I didn't even have to leave my ancient area. And suddenly, 9 catching up to this Huskar.
Yeah, very nice sequence from OG. Now, 8 to 8, now with a slight net worth lead, more than recovered from laning stage, where it's another one of these games where it's felt like, you know, OG lose the lanes, they kind of got outpicked in these counter matchups, but they found space to recover. They found this little bit of wiggle room. And I don't know, this Ari Nyx Assassin is such a problem in terms of map space for the opponents, because he just, like him playing here, right? He's by the enemy tier 1, and that means Whisper has 4 jungle camps and a wave to farm, and he's guarding Ancients, which Luna is farming, and he's guarding mid tier 1, which Invoker is kind of defending and farming. It's a really nice formation from OG, because Ari is that front man.
Yeah, Ari has a maiming effect on your moves on the map. He slows down any rotation you want to make. They're doing a good job invading into the top area, though, on Navi Junior, trying to get the most for themselves, not losing out on the map. But yeah, Ari is being respected here. They're just giving up their own jungle, saying, you know what, we can't go in here. A lot of sentries being dropped down as well to try and reveal his locations.
Yeah, they're not playing the 4-4-2. They're playing the classic 2-2-1.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
And
pinging Ari now. Like, there's somebody here. This guy just broken the smoke on Huskar.
they're trying to get him. They're prepared to kill him with a smoke gank here just to get momentum. But look at him. Again, the same thing we've seen before. He just pops the Vendetta and runs away. That's why you walk around without
He's
Vendetta.
going back in! He's going back in! They got Arena! The Spear, the Sunstrike coming in, the Snapfire nearly dead, the Cookie across, the Huskar, he's killed Ari off and actually turns onto Savage. Oh, I thought OG had it there with a great lineup, but not quite able to beat the reactions of Navi Jr.
The BKB on Huskar, they respect it, immediately back out. Can't really fight into that. A little bit too much. Also, the shield rune that he had made him a very difficult target to bring down. So they do win the fight. Didn't get that much of a payoff, though. They kill a Nyx.
Now they can't even push.
Apparently, they have to respect the combination still here, as BKB is now on cooldown. Not that easy to push into the 23 Savage and the gang here.
And Luna just steps up, has a catapult behind her. Goes to work on the tier 1.
Sanking has Epicenter. They could try and jump in here, but they need Monkey King if they're gonna go.
Where is Monkey?
He's far away. TPing in now.
He's coming. Dan King's already made the jump. With the help of the kisses, they'll claim the life of Whisper here. Can they chase any further? No.
Looks like that will be all, but that gives them the go-ahead again to go down mid lane as they pick off on the Mars. It's one important hero down. Take the tier 1 tower. Actually gonna get glyphed up again here. The glyph that doesn't reset though, so they have no glyph for the tier 2 tower now on the side of OG.
9. With Ari and Seb have sniped out the Sand King bottom though. So I guess a bit of a distraction, right? You glyph the mid tower, you make a bit of noise, and then you look bottom for the kill.
Good pick off to get. Again, 9 on a killing spree now. Working his way back. After that start, I would not have expected 9 to be in top 3 farm at minute 16. He's done a really good job at finding his way back into the game on the back of the Nyx, primarily. Ari has said, you know what, I got you. I like these neutral camps that are just like a few Centaur coursers, a few Wild Wings. They've all lost their father, you know, mana burned by a Nyx.
Well, Ari is going to get jumped on by this Huskar,
Oh,
but he could... Oh, the Sunstrike, Niku. No, he's going to survive. Good kill on the Nyx there by Navi Jr.
Not quite enough to bring him down.
But yeah, these creep camps remind me of like when you're playing an MMO or an RPG or something, and you go to a chest or a treasure hoard or something, and someone's already taken the good shit out. The big sword of slaying has already gone. You're left with potion of breathing water
loot.
or
It's some
common loot. Yeah,
boots. What is
7
this?
gold pieces.
Never feels good to go into the jungle and see just some small creeps. That's called griefing the enemy jungle. You just farm, and that's something that Nyx actually does as an impact. Griefing the enemy jungle, running around, mind flaring. Monkey King is actually now just farming it. You know, that didn't give you much, farming 2 little coursers and 2 Wildwing Rippers. Not the same as if you get the big creeps.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be kind of a meme in, I don't know if I think it was like done occasionally in pro games, but like if you were farming enemy side of the map years ago, you would leave like 1 creep in the camp so it wouldn't respawn to like, you know, annoy your opponents. Have a bit of a mind game.
People still have chances to do it sometimes, but very frequently when you're farming the jungle, it's safe to assume that you might still be able to farm this jungle soon in the future.
Yeah.
So if you have access to it now, you might still have access to it in a minute. So the chance that you grief yourself is also there. And if there's a non-existent chance of griefing yourself, maybe it's a bad idea to do it.
Yeah. It's like back then, if you were farming enemy jungle, you were doing it quickly and running away and probably not coming back.
Yeah, Nyx checking that Roche is not being taken. 18 minutes in a Huskar game and not a single Roche has gone down.
Oh, true, yeah. Not really had the chance to do it. An awful lot of fighting being going on.
Ari is just waiting for Monkey King. Look at him. He's sitting in the creep wave. He's finally gonna fall for the pressure here and farm up his Dagon. Might have overcommitted though, as now the blink comes in.
Yeah, there's PMA. No bug on bug violence. Should find the next assassin here. And this now leads into Roshan, doesn't it?
Definitely. 30 seconds of no Nyx. That's a nice timing for him to go, and I don't think you can contest it, so they're just gonna look to make the most they can on the map right now. OG saying, okay, ping the mid tower, we can bring that down at least. Get some farm going. Sunstrike attempting to do some damage or stealing something.
Nearly killed the Grimstroke.
Oscar's going for the Aghanim Scepter next, by the way, with the BKB already completed. He wants to be able to lock people down.
Yeah, it seemed like he decided that very early on. Like, after the Armlet, he queued BKB Ags and was just like, this is what I'm going for.
It's a fantastic upgrade. You get cast range as well as turning it into a Berserker's Call and the target you're hitting. It's so nice.
Yeah, fight me. Well, OG still hitting some timings of their own, though, here. 9's got his BKB. 23 Savage, he's got Man-to-Mask Madness Dragonlance. Now can try and flash farm to his own.
Yeah, and also the
Mage Slayer
Dagon on
BKB
Nyx.
for the Invoker, huh?
Yeah, I think he wants to mitigate all that magic damage, recognizing very well the Radiant lineup is very magic damage heavy. Ooh, Sunstrike attempt on the Huskar. They're not gonna sneak the Aegis though. Disconnect, but not enough damage.
Monkey King is stepping forward to deal with this Lunar push. The Leipnir all set and ready, forgot the juice. They're in a good position here as Navi Jr. to like go and catch somebody.
Top tier 1 tower being taken. Tormentor not going to get attempted by 23 Savage and Seb here. They would probably need one more hero. Bottom tower being pushed quite quickly by Navi Jr.
And there's the ping on the Tormentor as well. Maybe saying, hey, they're going to try and steal it. We can contest it. Maybe even just defend our tier 2.
Looks like they want to take the fight into this Aegis. Do they have TP on Mars? They do. He's going to go join his team. Will get smoked up by Ari here.
The ping on the Mars. I think they saw him TPing across. And 23 Savage shows there to drag the creep wave away from tier 2. And look at Ari. There's a Radiant Orbs and Sentry up on the high ground. They've seen him. They've jumped him. Ari's Nyx Assassin, the recon man. He's been found out and killed. Oh, gee, they can't go up to this high ground blind into no vision, so they are retreating.
That's why Blink Disables are so amazing against the Nyx. Reliable ways of catching him and bursting him down. Ari not being allowed to get away with what he has been doing before. Actually, they're chasing after OG as they're heading towards, or OG are being chased here.
It feels like Navi Jr. need more. Like, they've got this draft to kill and hunt and chase people down. Getting a kill on Nyx Assassin doesn't feel like a prize worthy of the actions they're making. And 9 being forced to BKB here. A little loss for 9, but the place that he is on the map feels pretty good. Whisper, however, he TP'd bottom, so he didn't have the TP to get away. He's caught in his bottom jungle.
Caught and gets brought down very quickly here. Oscar coming in with the extra range now on the life break from that Aghanim Scepter. Also a very scary thing, you cannot TP out against him anymore, since he has the Aghanim's upgrade.
23 Savage denied a Wisdom Rune. I guess his illusions were on the left side of the map.
They lose, yeah. Just sending a bunch of Mantas. If I can't have it, no one will.
Yeah, pretty much.
Volker gets jumped here.
And he's got a pal.
Huskar can't quite reach, got bottom blocked a little bit by the Forge Spirits as well. And it's a pretty deep commitment. Maybe don't want to dive there. Monkey making his way over as well, as again they're pressuring this tier 2 tower bottom. I doubt that OG want to take this fight. It's a tough one. They just want to work on getting the BKB completed on Whisper. He is 400 gold away from his. And going for one on Luna as well. Sitting at 800 gold required.
Does Huskar fall off as much as he used to?
Not necessarily. Ooh, good blink out there. He doesn't... Oh, they're trying to make a swap around here. Invoker trying to set up bottom. Has to be cautious about the vision, though, that killed Nyx earlier.
Yeah, they know they can see up on that high ground. And Huskar's prepping for it.
Hey,
come around.
He would like to get an angle and jump there, but Seb, of course, in position to protect and here to D-ward. But yeah, there's this... You know, there used to be a very strong notion that, oh, Huskar falls off so hard late game. I think he didn't fall off as hard as people imagined it. And now he falls off less because he took the Incendiary facet. This facet does scale very well, since it's based on your max health. It does a ton of extra burn damage. That's why we saw the Invoker die to a single burn under the tower from a level 1 spear. Normally that would just be 5 damage per second, but because it has the 0.75 percentage as well, the Invoker died to the damage even through tower region.
Yeah, it all adds up. But yeah, like with the addition of facets and talents and innates, neutral items, a lot of these heroes have come a long way. I guess Viper's like the prime example, right? Where he used to be win lane, lose game, and then he got a level 25 become universal talent, and now it's like, well, he can scale.
Oscar was actually able to solo the Tormentor there. That's not very common to see.
Oh, wow.
He's quite strong.
Whisper is in. A spear and sunstrike to kill off Riddies. OG feeling themselves here to cross the river and look for snipes. Another one of these games where Navi Jr. kind of running out of gas in the mid game, not going for decisive moves. Or at least, well, they tried to, but OG have dodged them, I guess is a better way to frame it.
Yeah. Yeah, OG have tried to, play towards their strengths, and to their credit, they are ahead in net worth. I think they're doing a fantastic job at staying very, very competitive in this game, where Navi Jr. have been very dominant in the early game, but they get a tier 2 tower mid, opening up the map for themselves.
Yeah, you probably feel really good at the position this 23 Savage Luna is in right now.
Oh, for sure. And all these towers disappearing, the more towers disappear, the more you enable the Nyx. He's going to be happier and happier as he gets more space to set up, run around, and less vision on the map, of course. He did buy Dagon into Shard, so that's the compromise build from the Nyx as well. Or did he get it from... No, he got it from the Tormentor.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought maybe he would buy Dagon into Shard, but he's just a little bit underfarmed. He's going for his 4-staff next. I say underfarmed, he is leading the way of the supports, but I'm just so used to Ari having a lot of farm in these games.
Yeah, like quite often on par, like either him or Seb are on par with Whisper. They'll find another snipe top lane on a support again. I mean, Navi Jr., that's a couple of times now where their supports have kind of been out there, floating on a raft in the middle of the ocean, nowhere near their team.
They're trying to push the dangerous parts of the map, but it's dangerous to do against heroes like Nyx who can catch you, or even Mars. Anyone can catch, and then Invoker will be there to follow up with Sunstrike. Whisper's looking at Huskar mid, but Sunstrike is on cooldown, so probably calling, don't go, I do not have a way to help you.
Yeah, can we? Can we?
I'm jumping.
Navi Jr. very tight and holding hands. They've always had this kind of pack of 4 farming together at Ancients. One support's out there trying to push that dangerous lane. Whereas
it's starting to feel too slow, Gareth. They're starting to feel like they group and just move in this blob. We haven't really seen Got the Juice fly around and just non-stop finding kills with this Monkey King as well. Whereas OG, they're enjoying more of the map. They're farming everywhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was Avulus against Palinizia, right? Where we had the same kind of feeling where, okay, it's a close game, lanes went well, but it's this slowly, getting the edge here, getting the edge there. Maybe with this Navi Jr. smoke, they can find a wraparound into the back and jump somebody, but 9 has already BKB'd out of Invis to try and run away, but he's life broken and turned on by the Huskar. In comes the rest of the cavalry, though. They're going to trap the Monkey King inside the arena, but he's got some good damage onto 9. He drops the ice wall. He's being healed up. He stayed alive. The kisses don't reach him. Mortimer couldn't find that launch of artillery to finish him off, while Ari's come in from the back, tried to find a snipe on Niku, but gets taken down quickly. 23 Savage, the life break with the spear, better from Whisper, gets the pushback on the Huskar, but in comes the Monkey King to kill off the Luna. Now Whisper with 9 on very low HP, that 2-man burst strike was perfect from PMA.
Oh, they might even get Seb as well. Oh, so close. Trying to get him. A lot of their stuns were just coming off cooldown. Riddies was trying to get the cast range for the Inkswell on him. A beautiful reset there. That looked like it was going to work out for OG, but Luna went in pretty confident into the fight, but with no HP on the Invoker, she couldn't get backed up properly and just gets jumped by too many heroes to stand her ground. The Omninate says, I can only save so many people. Repel has a very long cooldown. Already used this Repel. Difficult to save the Luna as well.
And one of the first times we've seen here, OG not set up for the fight, right? They're so strong when Luna is out there with Omni behind, Nyx very far in front scouting. This was Navi really cutting them in half. That smoke angle was like perfect.
Nine's attempt was really nice there, of trying to smoke break and then BKB run away, but that's where the Aghanim Scepter on the Huskar proves its value, catching that Invoker through the BKB, holding him in place, and forcing this engagement. Otherwise, that could have been just a great smoke reveal and then run away. But this is where you have to respect the Aghanim Scepter.
I'm waiting for Roshan now.
Just staring at Rosh. I like how he's spamming hold commands to trigger his hero.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Come on, Rosh. Come on. Damn, they really want this Rosh.
Look at his weapon. The tip, why is it so jiggly?
It's because he's spamming. He's spamming commands.
What's it made out of?
It's
That's
a snake.
Spear,
it's
isn't
the
it?
dragon spear, yeah.
Jeez.
Serpent.
Right, start throwing the serpent spear back at Roshan now. 20 seconds until Roshan starts to move, but it looks like it's plenty of time here for NAVI
They
Jr.
will definitely get it before then. Will we see another attempt with the Sunstrike? 2 seconds. He might get lasted. Good. Oh, a little bit late.
Ooh. Not quite there. Good attempt,
So
though.
close. Yeah, we see all of NAVI Jr. now coming back, and NAVI Jr. is swinging the game around a little bit again, as we were talking about how OG were enjoying more of the map, getting more farm, but now with Aegis in hand, building towards a Blink next on the Huskar, we can see aggressive intentions coming in from NAVI.
They've done a really good job at finding Ari as well. Like the last 3 fights, Ari's kind of done his job, right? Gone in behind, scouting people out. But there are so many sentries, dust, observer walls just placed down everywhere. Like, look at the remnants of that last fight top lane, right? There's what, like 3 sentries and 2 obs looking for the next assassin. We've got so much vision just to try and scout him out.
Yeah, I mean, the moment that they broke the smoke, they dropped 3 wards immediately. So it sounded really funny. Mids set up here.
Right. With the spear, they've got him.
Yeah. The ace is like, okay, again, I farmed the dangerous area, I get punished. But with the D rune on Luna, could turn into something more. Catapult wave as well.
And again, this is where OG are at their strongest, right? They are this kind of bulwark moving forward. They've got Luna on the front lines, and everyone else is the supporting cast backing her up. Whisper, he's gone for a move, but doesn't quite catch Niku or Riddy's down there. Failed arena, and now kind of stuck alone. Has to BKB TP, but the life break from Huskar is there. Meanwhile, you're right, your middle lane has disappeared. Whisper finally dies, yeah, you got him, but saying goodbye to your barracks.
Whisper with the absolute space-creating moves here. He's just diving in. He got caught in the tree line, had to use his ulti to cut the trees, hoping to cut a tree that Monkey was sitting on. But yeah, they took the mid-racks. NAVI losing a bit of structures here.
And that's Aegis time wasted. And OG has come out here and find an opening against the Huskar Aegis.
Ward, 23 Savage was spotted. Smoke immediate comes in towards her.
And PMA is running forward. We see the Nyx on the wave, but there's the Luna who shows. Immediate Blink Burrow, but 23 Savage is going to go for the BKB TP before the Huskar can get there.
Yeah, they don't have a Force Staff or any way to send him in. Imagine if they had an Aghanim Scepter on the Snapfire or something, he'd shoot him in as well. Extra threat. Could have been nice there, but yeah, perhaps a little bit early by PMA to jump this Luna before his team was nearby.
Time to buy Blink on Huskar. You've got to jump in.
He does have it queued up. He's 1,500 golds. He's saving up for it. He's role-playing Axe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Blink. Go Blade Mail as well. Heck it.
He's just a ranged Legion commander, isn't he?
Pretty much.
No one to stop
doesn't
him
get
from...
bonus damage every time he kills someone. That would be... Oscar's scary enough as he is.
Sure is. Well, nothing to stop them from pushing that tier 2. And Huskar, just under 2 minutes left on Aegis. He's looking at this high ground. Wants to try and balance the scales here, as OG did take that entire mid lane.
Yeah, OG, they are working on a Hurricane Pike on the Luna. Banner gets dropped as well, so difficult to stop this push, but they do pull the creeps in. Oscar still doesn't really want to commit too hard here. If you get speared back into the enemy base, doesn't matter if you have an Aegis, you might just put your team in danger if you get caught that deep.
And Banner's down, and Niku's still stepping up. Monkey King is miles away, trying to contend with Lunar Illusions down bot. So, got the juice. He's going to have a long journey by distance, but in terms of time, he can get there pretty quickly.
It's like, what, 7 seconds or something to jump to his team? Yeah, something like that. It's pretty damn fast. He didn't take the 0-second cooldown Primal Spring. If he took that, he could get there even faster. Then you spam W and then use the active Primal Spring. Creates the even faster jump speed. Of course, that would cost a lot of mana. OG now trying to get back out on the map after being contained like this. Navi Jr. dropping some good aggressive wards. Ward builds will tell them where the enemy are. So we can see Monkey King just farming. This is similar to a Nature's Prophet effect, right? It's like Monkey says,
right.
I have global presence, guys. I can TP in immediately with my tree dance. I'll be there soon.
Here's the emergency response unit. He'll get there when he needs to.
So the smoke comes out here. OG say they want to do a wraparound. Monkey TP's in.
It will be a 5v5 if it breaks out. Smoke behind the Huskar. OG smoked near their Tormentor, and PMA, the smoke breaks. Nyx Assassin gets spotted, but he's scuttered away. The Tornado onto 2. Arena, it's there. And Spear onto the 2. The support, sending them to the side, into the Eclipse. Down goes Riddies. PMA's in trouble. 23 Savage, the Glaives bounce into them, killing them all off. PMA now on the run. The Sand King trying to skirt away from danger, but OG have already done the damage to kill off 4 in a row. The Monkey King, the lone survivor.
Man, give it up again for Ari scouting and providing. Yeah, there we go. A tip into the support. Ari doing so much work. And Whisper using the information provided there by the Nyx. And look at that 10,600 damage, Luna.
More than the freaking Radiant team did in total.
He got a full Moonstorm onto everyone. A lot of Eclipse beams hit. And then he just laid in the right clicks with the crits from the Kanda. Dear God. 2.4k damage with Glaives onto that target. Yeah.
Moonstorm sounds like what Hon would call her ulti.
Moonstorm.
Yeah, I mean she's called Moon Queen or something. Maybe it is. I think she's called Luna's called Moon Queen in Hon. Anyway, OG up to high ground with an Alacrity Moon Queen on your tier 3 tower, storming away and killing another set of barracks. It looks like with no answer.
Yeah, very back and forth this game. Scouting with the Sunstruck. Fine, got the juice.
Yeah.
Soon to respawn still on Huskar.
Jumps back across his boundless.
And boom again. OG are the ones to claim buildings. So 2 lanes down, 1 to go. And they want to set themselves up to be the ones able to take the next Roche. They've been playing on the back foot the entire game, it feels like OG. But finally getting some pretty good gold lead. 7k ahead.
They're playing on the back foot, but they're finding these little moments, these little windows where they're like, we are the strongest right now, and just exploiting it to perfection.
The jump in here.
Into the triangle. Whisper. And he's going to kill Riddies. Seb is down to Daze, but the buyback comes back in. Luna there, standing her ground inside the Wukongs, fighting into the Monkey King, but the life break, is that enough to buy some time? Forgot the juice to do some damage back. 23 Savage is being healed up and repelled, saved by the Omni Knight, but Navi Jr. they're turning back into this 23 Savage Luna until the Tornado stops them in their tracks with an Ice Ball down. 23 Savage is still going to hit the ground. Navi Jr. bring the numbers to slay the beast. Dead for 90 seconds on Luna, and 9 has to BKB and try and run. There's a lot of gap close and catch though. PMA and Nico on his tail. Wisdom Rune stolen under his nose as both of those big cores from OG die.
That is so huge for him. Jumping in, killing off the Mars very quickly there. He used all his stuff defensively, tried to get away, but the tick down from the Burning Spears lasting so long with the Incendiary. And Huskar, yeah, the real hero of this team fight, showing why the Blink Dagger was a good choice. Getting these initiations that work through BKB. You can't really stay safe, doesn't matter who you are. This Repel and the triple BKB, they won't save you against him.
It's another good fight, but it's another fight which doesn't lead into anything. No towers,
how many
no
fights?
racks, no buildings. I mean, Roshan's up, so maybe that?
How many fights have Navi won where they don't get any building damage afterwards? But as you said, Roche is going to be the target again. Is an Aghanim Scepter on the Roche this time? See who they want to pass that over to. Perhaps Sand King would be a good target to get that. Has the Bloodstone building towards the Shivas for himself right now. Of course, Monkey would also be an option. He has almost a full Nullifier coming up.
Ooh. with a Mindbreaker as well. I think I just saw him pick up.
Yeah.
OG, they're the first ones around the pit. A minute to go until daytime, and this could be enough time for OG to come in and sneak it.
NAVI Jr. with a misread on the map right now, I think. Not recognizing that Roche could be up. They won a massive team fight, but they kind of just waddled around for a while. The lanes were already pretty good as well, so it's going to be OG striking here and getting the better positioning. I think they're now realizing their mistake, saying that, hold up, couldn't Roche be up? And yeah, OG gonna give them the news. The global message is gonna come in soon.
Yeah, is it like
indecisiveness?
Or
no,
wrong
I think
read?
they just completely missed the timing that it already could spawn.
Yeah, because it feels like they're together and doing things on the same page, and in their minds they're doing the right thing. I think you're right. It's just...
Ooh, we now have a Guardian Angel upgrade for the Omni Knight. I haven't seen this too many times, but he has the Guardian Angel global cast range, increased radius, and affects buildings. Also amplifies heal regen and heals for the duration by 100%. So that is a pretty damn good thing to have for him now. He doesn't have to go out of position too much to protect with the GA at least. That doesn't stop all the damage, however. There's still the Burning Spears and a lot of magic damage from Sanking.
Oh, for sure. And it doesn't affect like lifesteal or spell lifesteal, right? That is purely like heal and regen.
I think it's just healing. Yeah, it does a health regen and heals, so I don't think it counts spell lifesteal or satanic lifesteal.
That's what I was wondering.
If you double the satanic, it's like you send one auto attack, boom, full HP.
Full HP, yeah. The wording there, that's what I was wondering. The wording seems like they're specifically saying no. no lifesteal here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
NAVI Jr. Now they're the ones that have to face off against an Aegis. I mean, it's such a weird game where NAVI Jr. have been the ones winning team fights, feeling good, pressing forward, pressing their buttons correctly, making correct moves in terms of finding fights and kills. But when it comes to the objectives, they've been falling short tremendously. They're down 2 lanes of barracks. They've lost this very important Roshan. And OG are again the ones that are on their side of the map knocking on the door.
I think OG are just showing a little bit more experience in the macro gameplay, how they're playing the map, how they're positioning, whereas Navi, a little bit too constrained, haven't really been using the map as freely as OG have been doing, and also missing that Roche respawn. There was really no reason for OG to get this Aegis, but they will take it, man. They're so happy to be in control now. They put aggressive ward on the triangle. They're sitting in a great position to just be oppressive. Even thinking about a jump, if anyone comes out here, you see the trap is laid.
Radiant scanning to see where OG are lurking. And on that left side, they're all up near the Ancients. PMA on that left-hand side, grouped up and even blinking forward there with Niku. Get some wards down and try and spot where OG are.
Aegis on this Luna, but do you really want to siege into high ground here? Oh, they find Husker instead.
Oh, this is huge. Get some stuns on him, but they don't commit for it.
Ascetic Cap. That was a wise choice not to keep going. Ascetic Cap would have prevented that chain stun. They would not be able to burst him. Very tough item to fight into.
That's true, all that stairs resist. When you need to chain stun him before he gets BKB off, you just can't.
Alacrity Solar, though. This Luna shred through the tower. Oh,
they make a jump. They want 23 Savage with a life break there. I'll drop some spells to zone back Navi Jr. Satanic did get used by 23 Savage there, so looks like OG going to relinquish control of that high ground push. But you've still hemmed Navi Jr. back in the base.
Yeah. This Aegis is timing out in 140, so I think OG want to keep going here and try and get value for the Aegis. Luna gonna get buffed up again, going on to the high ground.
Smoked up, they'll blink in, force BKBs out. Niku has jumped forward and 23 Savage. Can he heal off this Satanic? He's stunned up, disabled, trying to stand his ground and battle back, and of course has the second life if need be. But the focus has gone on to Whisper, who does fight back and tries to come back into the fight, while Luna's focused down and the first life's gone. Where's the Omni Knight? Can Seb save the day?
He doesn't have repel.
Orb for the Luna. Can we refresh BKB with a Satanic to go even inside the Wukongs? Hurricane to low ground, look to Niku, kill the Husker. Buys back to try and come in here. The Sand King face tanking all
Back
the
to
damage
Luna.
out of the Luna, and another life break onto 23 Savage. Manta started to try and dodge away, but 23 is dead. Boundless Striker, the Monkey King into the back. 9 and Ari in serious trouble as NAVI Jr. They defended their base, killed them all off, and a team wipe is there to slay OG.
Absolutely crazy fight there. Buyback was used as well by Whisper, so he's dead with that as well. But of course, none of them have buyback available here. They can't be sure that there are no buybacks because they, are just spent out their money on the side of Luna, for instance, on OG. But this is go time right now for NAVI Jr. Down the mid lane, down the top lane. Monkey King shoving the top lane. Already has a creep wave coming in there. Amazing fight for the side of NAVI Jr. And again, this is why OG were hesitant to go high ground. Not that easy to push into all these disables. Huskar going through the BKBs and the Sand King with AoE control.
Goodness gracious me. No buybacks at all on OG. That graph, man, is absolutely wild. Just
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the heart attack. This is the heart rate of the OG fans watching right now, but it's reverse, or it's inversed, I should say.
45 minutes in. I mean, what, 30 seconds with no Mars
I
or
think they have the
Luna?
correct read. Just going straight for the throne here.
They
Or
forced the
something glyph
glyph.
at least.
That's
20
still going
seconds. I
back.
think the respawns are too late. They're
It
gonna have
might
to make
just
space
be.
for the 3.
The tier 4s are dying. Oh, what can Ari do here?
They're
With
just
9
gonna be and click it, aren't
and
they?
Seb, the Wukong's placed out. Tornado EMP with an Impale trying to
All
hold them
beacon
back,
picks.
but the throne is being focused. OG, I don't know if they can dig themselves out of this hole because Navi Jr. are just pummeling the throne. That's it, surely. The dragon circling the Dire Ancient is going to crumble, and OG will have to tap out of game 2 as Navi Jr. finally finding their moment. Getting the trap, baiting OG in, killing them in their base, and then swinging back to end. That's what you expect, right? You expect this monkey Sanking Pango to run at you. So I think it kind of feels nice that OG has a reactive draft, where Sniper can get gone on, and they've got Nyx, Magnus, Shadow Demon to reply and come back with a bit of a punch. Or Alchemist gets gone on, and they do the same thing. But it is a worry when, Alch and Magnus are going to be your primary jumping tools.
Yeah, because those are core heroes having to jump in there, putting them at danger, especially with the blink reactions coming in, any quick hex or stun, and there will be chain stuns coming in. So I'm looking towards SD in this game. I'm looking towards Seb for what he can do to prevent some of those combinations. How well can he do his job of saving people? They did play this combo before, the SD and Nyx, where a point that you made in the game that we cast was that it was hard to see a good target on OG to go on because the Shadow Demon was sitting on the backline. Nyx was just invis somewhere, so it's difficult to see a backline. Here, though, I think we all know who they want to jump. It's the Sniper. He's going to be the target.
Yeah. 9 is a prime target for them. Well, Navi Jr. with a high ground ward already on the Radiant side of the river. Already's pinging out. But maybe they've got some vision there as well. They don't right now. And Whisper actually playing forward here. Gonna scout out if you can maybe go and steal a bounty rune.
Yeah, they do get the 3-for-1 trade here with Alchemist in their team as well, so getting a bit of extra gold in the start. Already have the seed money facet as well, so Alchemist starting out real rich here on the lane.
He already has his first bracer coming out on top of Stick and Quelling. What's Ari up to? On a bit of a wander, he's killed off the range creep already.
Yeah, insta-kill the range creep. I guess you're going to try and push the creep wave instead of pulling it back. So shove under enemy tower. They're going to try and clear this creep wave as quickly as possible. But look to Monkey King just running in, harassing here.
Oh, Niku misses that last hit on the creep. 9 being very irritating. Early days here in that lane already.
Yeah. And Ari is doing what he does most games here on his Nyx. Just gonna go for the pull. This is what you gotta do. You gotta make up for the fact that Nyx doesn't have the biggest presence in lane by pulling creeps and doing shenanigans. Off he goes.
Riddies? He's got 1 melee creep.
He's like, how about 1 melee creep? I offer. He zaps the range creep.
Oh, well done. Yeah, OG will drag it back and get Whisper some farm.
Well, Got the Juice is pretty happy as well, though, because they pulled into the big camp, so he's killing off Wild Wings right now.
That's true. He gets a bit of bonus farm and a big juicy wave coming his way.
Has to watch out. The double tornado actually denies the entire farm there for him. He has to run away.
Ooh. Yeah, he's missed like 3 last hits there from these little Wild Wings. That's very annoying. And then down at bottom, we're just saying disruption spam, concoction spam. Alk and SD just doing what they can to try and shove spells back onto this sandstorming little king.
Yeah, doing a good job dumping out a lot of DPS in lane, just trying to keep SD or Sanking on a low HP threshold here, so he could maybe be in kill range. Ari is taking the creeps on a new adventure. He's saying, this time we're going to the water rune. Come here, kids.
Come on for the ride. And Lion tracking back on the Magnus. While Niku goes and bottles his water rune down at bottom, but takes a lot of damage for it. And using that swashbuckle on such a long cooldown just to try and reposition yourself can definitely hurt you.
Yeah, 9 playing a mid sniper with the scattershot facet. I actually think I prefer the other facets. I've seen a lot of players play mid sniper. Most of them tend to go for the other facet as well. This is more bursty for sure, so he could look towards some solo kill on the mid lane if he builds up a few shrapnel charges again.
The ghillie suit where he's hidden all the time, right?
Yeah, but ghillie suits, you only pick it so that you have the other scattershot, basically. You don't even skill the take aim.
Yeah.
So you take it so that you can farm stacks. Now he can't farm stacks that easily because he has the burst shrapnel, which is way lower total damage output. It's a quick burst of damage, but it's going to allow him to be a bit more oppressive here in the lane against Niku.
Oh, you see how annoying that is, forcing a salve already. And Pango has to back up. 19-5 for the sniper with a 13-0 Pango. But we knew this was kind of what was going to happen, right? Niku had his hero picked for him, more for that mid-game team-fighting presence than any laning presence he could have.
Yeah, it always feels bad, though, when you pick a hero after the opponent showed their hero, and you end up getting pretty destroyed in lane. He's not getting fully destroyed, he's getting his farm, but this is not a great lane outcome.
Well, some stuns and a jump onto the Nyx assassin. Whisper tries to save him with the skewer, but Riddies gets that first blood, and the Jingu stacks come in onto Got the Juice as well.
Yeah, not an easy lane here for the Nyx Magnus to try and get creative, but in the end, dropping a kill here. Took a while before the first blood though.
Yeah, almost 4 minutes. And then the tip onto Ari as well. Ari's been such a nuisance on this Nyx, game after game. Definitely gets under your skin, so a nice bit of relief there from Got the Juice to kill him off.
Yeah, having the boots on Nyx, he's utilizing his movement a lot, so, you know, he came back to the lane for just a little bit. They found a chance to go on him, immediately get a kill on him, but he's, again, looking to cut the next creep wave here. Riddies is feeling it, though. He's running towards it. His courier also going to be feeling it. Oh, that's a big bounty on the courier. Boots, ward, sentry, salve.
In that mid lane, is Niku dead? Almost. 9 just needed one more hit, but he'll bottle up and get away. Well, down at bottom, a bit of action there as Seb and 23 Savage. A good amount of damage onto the Sand King to force him back, but now the turnaround. PMA and Daze will poke back at the Alk.
Yeah, Seb is always there to try and keep the Alchemist safe and farming. So far doing pretty damn well for himself. 26 CS on an Alchemist is a lot of last, it's a lot of farm. King's still doing okay in lane though. 19-5. Perhaps not as much as he wants, but lane isn't going too poorly. Again, just throwing stuns. Alchemists rushing at the Sand King. Might be in danger now, though. Overcommitted, perhaps? Cookie is available for Sand King. Not going to chase, though.
No, they leave him be. Let's go back to farming safely. And you've kind of put the Alchemist in that threshold now where the next go could kill him.
Yeah, Alchemist trying to heal, but Monkey King is here. Smells blood in the water from the carry.
Yeah, jumps down from the trees, but doesn't get the grab onto 23, while in the mid lane, Ari has moved in to try and find the kill on Niku, where Sniper has the Assassinate ready to finish him off.
Yeah, lines it up, gets the last hit. A little bit of help to get that kill. It was close a lot of times already, but finally got get him. And now with Catapult Wave going to start pushing onto that tower. Bottom lane did deward the gate ward that revealed Monkey's rotation.
With all the downsides from, Nyx laning, he does have that upside of getting that little bit of farm as a position 4, and killing off creeps, building himself up and letting Whisper suffer a little bit. The Magnus has got to recover now.
Yeah, also he's running into the enemy ancient area and zapping creeps there, so he is desaturating the enemy jungle. Something we talked about a bit in the previous game, but it is kind of funny how he plays. Very unique, running around and farming like this. What Mirana and Pudge wish they could do, but, he has a little bit less investment, he can still go for a fight even after having cooldown on Mind Flare.
Very true, and he spots the snapfire here. After doing just that, shrapnel into the stun of the Nyx, and another pick there for 9. Sniper not just winning his lane, but coming out with a couple of good kills too. And straight back into Wisdom Rune. Now, Ahri, no redundancy at all. Step by step, move by move.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time on the map. This is leaving a lot of time for the Magnus to be completely alone on the offlane, so he is trailing behind compared to the other cores. He is staying pretty close to the Pango farm, though his Pango is really struggling on mid lane.
And got the juice. He's come across to spot out Ahri in the Radiant Ancient spot. Sentry placed. As an Obs Ward, actually. Really, he's just looking for that bit of vision.
Yeah, Observer Ward. Not going to block the camp, but instead just keeping tabs on if it's going to be farmed or if it's going to get stacked. I like that a lot. That way they can maybe even get over there and get some farm for themselves.
Yeah, they've got good heroes to go and contest. Jump across with a monkey. Set up with the lion.
Yeah,
But now it's time for 23 Savage to start really accelerating, right? He was like 4th in net worth just a couple of minutes ago. Now he's gone to jungle, got all of his initial items, and quickly racing towards Radiance.
Yeah, definitely. He's building towards the big items now. I think the face boots was all he needed before. Nice dodge on the impale there, coming out by Niku, swashbuckling away.
Oh, that Earth Spike catches the Nyx. Got off his carapace, but a Rolling Thunder's dodged by the disruption. Niku's come in, trying to kill off Ahri with a Wukong's command. Oh yeah, chuck your ulties at Ahri, make the bug pay. Navi Jr., a real concerted effort to come in here and get a kill, but they would have loved that sniper to die.
Yeah, that was a lot of investment for a poor little Nyx. I think they're happy on the side of OG. They're like, okay, no roll, no Wukong's command. We can feel happy now on Alchemist. You can keep farming. Not too much threat going on.
That's the perfect time to use my chat wheel line. Not the first game of the day anymore, Waga. We can't use yours.
Yeah, mine
We
is
don't
out.
have Kadaro in the lobby. Oh, got the juice. Slice down.
No,
RP from Whisper.
time for T-Gubs instead. Da, 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 da.
Back to the fountain.
You can't start that
14
one without
seconds.
finishing it. It's impossible.
No, it's impossible. You hear the first couple of notes and you're like, there it is.
Ooh, sniper the target here. Can they go on him?
Well, Lion's been picked off first. Again, just dismantled by this Whisper and Ahri combo. And Whisper is still sticking around even inside the Sandstorm to fight PMA. A Carapace and an Assassinate onto the Sand King. Ahri looking a little worse for wear though as Whisper drops low, but 23 Savage has decided to show up through the gate to kill him off. Snapfire dead, and OG didn't lose anyone. The damage was spread across both Whisper and Ahri, so neither of them fell. Seb has
That's
come
why Seb is
across to die here for his team. Disruption to buy a bit of time for himself. I don't know, did he come to steal a wisdom, a bounty rune or something?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to wrap around and get some vision down. He was walking in, but actually, maybe not. I don't think he had sentries on him. I don't know. He tried to connect with his team. Didn't really work out. I think maybe he didn't get the memo that people were getting out there. But this is all space for the Alchemist, happily farming away. Monkey does go and find him in here in the jungle. Not gonna get the stun in time, though.
I mean, OG have a 4k net worth lead, and I know, like, 2 of that is from the Alc, and I guess, like, 1 of it is from the Sniper. But this Magnus, who had a tough lane alongside the next Assassin, has more than recovered and is now barely behind the Monkey King.
Dude, Whisper's playing really good. I think he's probably, along with Ahri, probably the standout players in OG so far this qualifier. Been doing a good job, even in hard situations like this one.
Yeah, they find these nifty little plays.
Oh,
They might
want
even be able
Got
to
the
get the
Juice.
kill on Got the Juice
They want
here.
RP.
That Vendetta damage is pretty substantial into the stuns. The RP follows through and Whisper gets another kill on the carry. 23 Savage is like, I want to get involved as well. Stuns himself in the jungle.
Yeah, meanwhile we have some farms starting out here, clearing the Ancients. Gonna be a triple stack on the Ancients here for the Sand King. He's building towards a Bloodstone first item, so not going for a blink. No early aggression coming out from him, just wants to scale. That does allow this Alchemist to farm as well, though. It's sort of a farm agreement. I would
Yeah.
never sign an agreement with Alchemist. It's a dangerous thing to agree with this guy.
No, that fine print is fucked
I
up,
farm
man.
2 camps, you farm 2 camps. Sounds fair? Yes.
Absolutely not.
Same gold, right?
Yeah, sure. That's not happening. Just sign away your soul and your rights to the devil.
He's about to get that Alchemist Radiance 12 minutes in. Not the fastest we ever seen, but it's pretty damn good timing with the Face Boots, Soul Ring, and Bracer as well in inventory. Definitely not too unhappy about his situation. The fact that they have a sniper as well is so big. He's got the entire Maelstrom coming out, I believe. Yes, it's complete.
So a pretty big power spike here from OG. This lead just never seems to stop growing. Top 3 net worth, all their heroes as they inhabit the majority of the map, playing all 3 lanes. And again, Navi Jr. playing much tighter together.
Yeah,
Kind of
and sometimes
afraid of OG when playing this wide map.
Sometimes when seeing a gold lead on an Alchemist team, you say, oh, you know, it's fine. They're supposed to be strong early, and then they will fall off. But I don't get that feeling at all here. They have Alchemist, Sniper, Magnus. They scale super hard in the late game.
Yeah, it's not just the Alchemist, is it?
No, the fact that, you know, they will have that map control from the Nyx as well might generate a lot of farming space for them. If they get to use the map the way we saw in Game 1, they just outplay the map a bit and get more, then the side Navi Jr. be dangerous here.
Yeah, and again, it's a draft where we won't see the real strength of the 2 supports until we get into these like mid-game team fights. Like maybe from now onwards, but I'm thinking like 15 minutes onwards, we're going to see the saves from the Shadow Demon, have this Nyx scouting out like he is now, where we actually see what they've been picked for. You know, these guys, they don't have the best lanes, but once we get into this mid-game, they are tremendously powerful supports, as Monkey King just gets jumped, RP'd, skewed back into the sniper, and that's 3 in a row. They've got the Monkey King, killed him off, got the juice, he's just not having a game anymore.
Blow him up. Doesn't matter if they overlap the stuns even. He's so dead with a sniper nearby. Guaranteed kill. And I was surprised he didn't feel the smoke gang coming there. They didn't see anyone mid for a while. Of course, maybe thought they were just farming Ancients, but aggressive move coming out from OG. Gets him killed with this RP and back to farming it is.
Yeah, that important thing, right? You've invested in Blink and your Blink has paid off.
What time is it? Oh no, he got spotted. He walked into a tower vision, so not gonna get over to the Wisdom Rune in time.
Oh boy, howdy. But yeah, when you buy this Blink Dagger, you want to be using it, getting kills, finding pickoffs, and yeah, there's no better pickoff than the opposing position 1. The Whisper has more than had that return of investment from his Blink.
Yeah,
and just looking at how the map is right now, all the tier 1's still standing on OG's side of the map. You're talking about these 3 cores, you know, able to kind of push out and farm and be safe with the backup of the supports, the scouting of the Nyx. They've also got the towers to TP to react and help them.
Yeah, they have a lot of ways to reinforce. And now we see the smoke here coming out from Navi. See if they can find anything. Nyx did not break the smoke.
He broke the Whirlwind camp, though. Broke a family apart.
Breaking homes.
He's a home wrecker. Oh, the poor jungle camp. Annihilated. Oh, look, Seb knows this is coming, right? Look, he sends his illusion to go and scout. They don't get baited by it, but I think they ping that observer ward exactly where it is.
Yeah, that is sort of eerie. He actually knew exactly where that ward is being planted.
9 with the read. And quite quickly heading into Gleipnir. And Seb's going to come out and deward it very speedily.
Get rid of that ward. Well, I guess they did have a sentry down already, so they saw it with the illusion. I was like, how did they...
Eerily close.
Yeah, that is like they knew right where it was, Gareth. I didn't see a sentry. It was hidden behind the tree to the right there.
Me neither. I was just like, this guy's so good. He's 9.
Damn, yeah, that's a soul read right there. Meanwhile, just pinks on the map like that's a ward.
Literally a sentry there. There's a dire sentry near that Radiant Observer ward in the mid lane. Ari trying to carapace that Nico Pango. Not working this time. And OG just shifting the balance of the map. Playing Alk up the top with a Magnus. 3 people, I guess 2 supports kind of supporting that sniper, defending him. Shadow Demon has gone on a bit of a wander though, leaving the sniper to go and get a very deep ward.
See them controlling the bottom part of the map over here on Navi, but I feel like they're just falling behind with the way they're moving on the map right now. And it's going to be OG actually who say, you know what, we may be extending our lead, but I want more. They find the monkey.
Again? They got him? They've got him! Got the juices dead here.
Oh, he's a Mongo, he's running away.
He's trying to, but there's no escape.
Oh no.
Down he goes. Now, Riddy's he's coming to try and defend his Monkey King, but he's dead as well. Can they jump and go further? That observer board Seb placed is perfect here for the further jump, but it looks like the range is too far.
Whisper. Chasing deeper here.
Whisper says nothing's too far for me.
Yeah,
I will go to the ends of the earth.
Want to pull back, not gonna reach it here, but again, they take over even more map, play some more deep vision, playing under their wards, and the Nyx Assassin. I have to say, these games that OG play in Nyx, they make it look so damn good. Always providing this information. Now he sees the monkey coming down bottom. More TP's coming in though.
They're going to get another one on him. They swing into the line instead. The simpler kill. In comes the burrow from the Sand King, though. 23 Savage is incredibly tanky. 2,000 HP being shredded through quickly, though, by these cores of Navi Jr. Alchemist down, and OG not able to react in time. Not fast enough to come and save him.
They still want to take the fight. I think they should be careful here on OG, though. No RP, no Alchemist. Probably a good time to back out. Navi Jr. also happy with what they got. Of course, they did get the biggest kill in the game. Some 1,300 gold almost for taking down that Alchemist.
Oh, but look at this. The damage from the shrapnel, the skewer back in, and Seb with the finish. Also a Gleipnir catching Snapfire. And she tries to retreat, but Daze is done for.
Gets taken down very quickly there. And OG are just playing much more decisively than we've seen them in Game 1 or Game 2. I'm telling you, dude, they level up throughout every series, throughout the brackets. They're getting stronger bit by bit. They're picking up the pace here. Had a very, very strong lane in this game, and they're turning it into the most advantage they can. 10k lead in building here as they're going for the tier 2 tower.
It was like 1,300 gold for that Alk kill, though, so a lot of money went into Sand King and everyone who was around and involved. So a fair amount of money there for Navi Jr. to kill off that Alchemist. Might push them a little closer to their next round of items, as of course we've seen this Bloodstone blink on the Sand King and the Monkey King with a Maelstrom who's still trying to work on a BKB. I just keep looking at this Pango with Blink Pango. It doesn't feel like he's doing much apart from just rolling, jumping, and then running.
No, first item Blink, he wants to get on backline, but he's lacking damage for the big fights. He doesn't have the Diffu, no Maelstrom, no nothing like that. Not even an Echo Saber for some stats. So if he's a man fighting up against the Magnus or the Alchemist, he finds himself lacking. But they have triple Blink Dagger on their team on Navi Jr. So they're really itemized for pickoffs, but OG are just moving together. Look at them again, grouping up, taking over the enemy Ancients here.
Hey, what year is it? We've gone back to 2009 or something with DTS playing 5 Blink gaming.
All Blinks, yeah. No, it feels like Navi may have itemized in a little bit of a greedy way for pickoffs, and now don't really have the answers here to the big team fights.
Yeah. And now they have to answer Whisper, who's got that Blink BKB, and he really has been the thorn in the side of the Monkey King this entire game. Navi Jr. are smoking to wrap around in on him, though, as Whisper's shown on the wave. They see the Magnus, but nobody else. The rest of OG kind of smoking in behind him and 23 Savage. Dire High Ground Vision is there, but the RP jump from Whisper. Who's he caught? The Monkey King. The damage comes in. The Snapfire Cookie won't get the distance. EMA trying to stand here with the Epicenter Sandstorm, but skewered right across into the Sniper. Rolling Thunder from the Pango, causing a bit of havoc in the backlines. And the Monkey King, he's brought back to fight with the Wukong's command, but he's dying again. The kisses are coming in, but they don't give the covering fire the Monkey needed. He's died back, and 23 Savage is just too powerful. Runs right down their throat. 9 with a triple kill, and OG have hammered them.
Yeah, they dismantle them. They're so strong. It's not even just them. The Magnus as well took so long to kill there. He has the BKB to stand his ground. Magnus did a lot of work in that game, pulling people closer to the Sniper. I mean, just amazing fighting from them. And yeah, Daze wants to stick around to try and steal the Tormentor here, but he's going to be able to stay that close. He does have a ward. Oh, he times it.
He got it.
Yeah, he had the vision from a ward, so they ping out that he must have had vision for that. They don't actually find the ward, though. It's very high up.
All the way up there. And he gets the shard for himself as well. Nice little bonus for him.
Well, that's, you know, some small consolation after losing a massive team fight, die backing on your carry before he bought BKB. Look at the poor Monkey King. His net worth, man, devastated after that team fight. He was close to BKB before the fight. Now it's nowhere close.
PMA, he's the highest net worth on this dire team, and he's trying to frontline and step forward to use it, but they can't even kill the Nyx Assassin. They're getting turned on now by Whisper and 23 Savage. PMA, I mean, that reeks of desperation.
It really does. I think they're starting to feel pretty beat here. They just don't have the proper tools. 17k lead. You know, we've seen bigger leads, but this early in the game, 21 minutes into the game, 17,000 gold is so significant. They can do whatever they want right now on OG.
Yeah, and it's not just like one core who's outstripping everyone. It's like all three of OG's cores are top 3, ahead of all their counterparts. Alk is more than doubling the net worth of his counterpart, which is pretty insane.
He's working on adding up the entire enemy core stack as his net worth. He's high net worth.
He's Sand King and Monkey together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just wants to add 7k, and he has Pango as well in his pocket.
He's 1, 1, and 9, but he's got a lot of gold in his pockets.
260 last hits. Thinking about rolling him, but he pops the ulti. And of course, with the ST behind, you can't just go on him. It's impossible. ST is ready to save him. You have to go on the back line, and without Monkey King here, you're just watching the enemy take your racks, and it feels awful. They may as well have been out on the map just farming with all 4 heroes, because they did nothing to stop this push.
Yeah. And look what spawned bottom as well.
Yeah, the good old DD rune. The rune of destiny to close out a game. We'll see how OG play this one, though. It's only 1 game remaining. This is the final game to go into the finals of the qualifiers here. And Itzia are waiting. Opponent that OG have gone up against before. Had a tough series against them.
And it wasn't easy. I spotted the DD rune.
From the perspective here of NAVI Jr., they basically just have to reset and work all the way towards the BKB for the Monkey King again. He's farming his way towards it, needs 800 more gold to get the full thing completed.
Been a while since I've seen a position 1 shut down this hard. We had Ari and Whisper 2v1 kill him twice in a row, then they brought the sniper for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and then the buyback and dieback on the bottom tier 2 tower was really the final nail in the coffin for his economy. He's just completely out of it now. And he won't get the time to finish his BKB. Pushes here.
The empowered alchemist is on your high ground. Look at how powerful he is. You're rolling thunder. Try and deal with him. Get into the back with the Sand King here. Disruption buys time. Saved him up. And PMA's dead to the sniper's peeps already. The Wukong's is out. But 23 Savage and Whisper just diving in deeper. Looking for more targets. Niku in trouble. And they know it. You called it. GG called. Navi Jr. cannot fight back against OG and their sniper.
OG living up to old names as well, making sure to win with Alchemist. Alchemist always been an OG hero. They were the team back in the days who got the Manta Radiance nerfed completely as well.